Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Arena of Arsha 2025 tournament for console. And we have a great show lined up for you today.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be the quarterfinals leading into the semifinals, and we're going all the way to grand finals. So we're going to find out who's going to top off the bracket here for the Asia region. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I know that it might be kind of late for some of our viewers in the States or on the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
But, of course, this is an Asian tournament, so hello, Asia.
Hello, everyone.
It's the first time I think it's the first time we've been doing a stream for Asia, right?
Definitely is, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our streams for NAU normally time, but Asia's different.
Yeah. So I am CM Baha, and this is
GM Ash. Hello, guys.
And today will be our host. We will be your host today for this event. Today we're gonna have 4 teams square off to see who will advance to the final round. Wait.
Well, 8 teams, yes.
8 teams,
8
sorry.
teams is 10, no?
4 rounds, 8 teams. But we're going to start with the round of 8, and we're going to lead into the semifinals. And then, of course, we're going to have the grand finals at the end. So why don't we bring up the brackets that we have for today's show? Oh, we can do rules first or brackets. So let's just check out the brackets really quickly. Yeah. Okay, and on the left side here, we have QWER. I don't know if they want us to pronounce their name as Quer or...
It's like keyboard reference, though.
Yeah, I don't really... I had never seen one of those before.
Me neither, actually.
Anyways, going up against them is going to be Rifle Loves Sidoria. So we do have some shout-outs from... I guess this team is representing the power of love.
Yeah, I love Sidori a lot. Creator.
Okay, and on the bottom side, the left side of the bracket, we have 7716, very interesting team name. I guess, just keeping it very ambiguous, versus Goblin. Pretty cool name. Like that. Yeah. And on the right side, we have Team Anago versus Eclipse. And on that side as well, we have Outer Heaven versus BSV.
Interesting team names for Asia.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't already, we do have a notice up where you can go and vote for who you think is going to take the entire tournament. So go ahead and do that if you haven't yet. We'll go ahead and check out the rule set for the tournament that we're going to be having today. So it's going to be your classic Arena of Arsha format. It's going to be HP decrease over time, with maximum HP being decreased by 20% at the 2-minute mark, and further decreased by 50%. For a total of 50%. Sorry, not a further 50%. So a total of 50% decrease at the 1-minute mark, and then they'll just play it to the end of the time and see who wins at the end.
That 1-minute mark is going to be really crucial for especially those who are the burst class. It's going to be the time where you determine to see who can take him down as fast as possible. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah.
Definitely going to see. We have our rewards coming up here. So for second place, each adventurer on the team will gain glorious Arsha Awakening Weapon for 180 days. So a pretty sizable amount of time there. Definitely rocking that for the better part of the year.
No?
Yeah. And they'll also be receiving 3 glorious Arsha reward boxes and a trophy to celebrate their second place win at the event. This is going to be the big kicker for some people out there. I know that people really want to get them pearls to lock in some Cron Stones.
I need those Cron Stones, that's for sure.
It's all for the Cron Stones, baby. So we have 30,000 Cron Stones going for second place. And moving on to third place, every member of the team will gain a glorious Arsha Awakening Weapon for 90 days. Good 3 months with it. Glorious Arsha reward box. You get 2 of those. And you also get a trophy for showing off that you have gotten third place in the event. And on top of that, we also have 20,000 pearls going out for each one of those players.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth place will have the glorious Arsha Awakening Weapon for 80 days. And 1 glorious Arena of Arsha reward box. And you still get 10,000 pearls, so pretty sizable amount for them as well. And now this is the prize that we all are vying for.
The grand final prize, yes indeed.
First place, the juicy stuff right here. For first place, each adventurer of the winning team will get a exclusive title, Arena of Arsha title, for each member of their team. And the glorious Arsha weapon will be permanent for all 3 members. So you can flex on anyone you meet up in the open world. It's going to be a lifetime skin. Really, really cool. And they will also get 5 Glorious Arena of Arsha reward boxes. And the grand prize also includes 50,000 pearls.
All the outfits I can
FB.
buy.
Yeah, that's definitely a few Hexa packs in there. You probably get some maids as well, whatever you need. They got you. Yeah. And let's go ahead and see if we have our team set up here for the first match.
Check out this. Oh yes, we have QWR, we have Cry with his Ninja, Shut with the Wusa, John Cena, interesting, you know, I would expect a striker, but we have a Scholar. And on the other team for Rifle Love Sidora, we have Berserker, Golzy Dunk, and we have Megu the Phony, and we have the Corsair named Uniyama. And you know, in my opinion here, the team situation, we have kind of like a heavy DPS side for QWR versus the more of the trinity of like DPS, tank, and kind of utility for Rifles Love Sidora. So they may have a better chance in my opinion, but we always see upsets during AOA, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what QWER is able to bring to the table. They do have some what of a interesting composition going on here with seems like 2 DPS coming out from the Ninja and Wusa. And I guess the Scholar, just to round it out with a little bit of utility, because I know that some of her abilities does have an HP, not decrease, but it's more like a blocking on the healing. So it could be kind of interesting to see how this plays out against the Rifles team. It might be very useful when going against the Berserker, and I know that Megu, depending on which build Phony is going, is going to want to watch out for some of those debuffs as well, because there's a I think her E-buff gives her a really massive heal. It's about a 50% plus HP recovery on using that skill. But if she's got that debuff on her, then you know it's gonna be really, really bad for her.
I'm just more so worried about the Berserker here, because as usually if it has a higher HP pool, and then the grab utility from the Berserker is just amazing for opening up some full-on combos. So during this match here, we're going to see what they're going to bring to the table here. Is it going to be a sweep for the team, or is it just going to be a neck-and-neck team 1v1? We'll see what happens.
All right, yeah.
But, you know, we saw our last game here for NA. NA recently, we had the Proof win, and it was pretty phenomenal. But they did, like, the Berserker got boosted out of the match immediately by the team. So they may do the same thing where they focus entirely on the Berserker to get him out of the match and do some heavy damage to him. If that does happen, it allows them to open up a whole bunch of new ways to play around, because then they have one major obstacle away. Berserker has a huge AoE stun. You know, not having that in, I guess, not having that in that kind of small tournament AoE style match can help you do a lot more than you want. But the Megu is also very elusive. We had in our I think actually in our round of 16, we had one Megu do a 1v3. It was insane. We were all like, whoa, how is this possible? So it can also happen as well too. But I'm very concerned about having like more so glass cannon style, where you just have like these classes that do not have any way to kind of take any damage, versus this kind of like big Berserker class who can just run up there and just kind of posture up, take all the damage, and just keep it moving. But like I said, you know, things happen in a battlefield. Nothing's ever certain. So we'll see what happens here. But you know, QWR's got to do a lot of work here for that Berserker. I mean, I'm very concerned about that.
Yeah, I'm also agreeing with you. I feel like the composition coming out from QWER is going to be very, very scrappy. We're going to have to see what the Ninja can do compared to the Megu, because we have kind of like the same kit going on here, where they just have like this very, very elusive character that can really get behind your backline in a blink of an eye, and you're just going to have to see what they can do. The Berserker and Scholar are probably going to be the main targets here, I'm thinking, unless they would just like to opt for going for the Wusa. But they have to be careful, because the Wusa does have very, very good baiting potential with some of her abilities, just staying back and then waiting for someone to jump on her and just tossing out the CC when they get close. So we just have to see. Let's go ahead and hop into the first match here. Ash, who do you have for this first round?
I think it's going to be our, you know, creator lover, Rifle Love Sidora here. Just based off the fact that the Berserker is there, you know, high HP, it's the grab, the lockdown. Here to go, running into the match here. We got John Cena on the Scholar side. But nothing, we're kind of playing back, you know, waiting for NBC to make the first move here. You know, first move is never always need it. Just kind of running in there with the Berserker. Berserker rock smash into, oh wait, he's running all over the map. He's trying to go for opening here. No opening found with the roar. No stun. Wait, I can really barely see this one here. Oh, the Scholar is running in the middle here. She's getting some damage off, but nothing is connecting at the moment here. We're still looking for some nice setup here.
Big grab coming out from Berserker.
Oh yeah, he's just grabbed him, locked down with the CC stun, knock him down again, but nothing fully set yet. Shut is almost down here. We're still waiting for him to kind of get his HP back up, but
yeah,
Scholar's
kind of burned his V off that. It's huge damage putting down on the Wusa from just that Berserker grab. They powered on during that.
Yeah.
And you can see the Wusa coming out there.
Berserker's holding the Scholar again, just grabbing him for a full lockdown combo with the grab, but nothing is being followed by the team here. Knockdown, never knockdown to never re-CC. Oh, he V. You know, when it comes to V, you get the V a bit earlier, taking too much damage there. You're still early in the match. Right now, we still see our good old Megu running back in there, trying to get some damage off here, but nothing is happening at the moment. They're not getting any kind of good CC to kind of follow the full damage combo here. We're still waiting for some nice moves from them, but so far, they're trying to look for a grab. The grab was failed.
I think it might be kind of interesting to see what happens in the next 10 seconds because as you can see on the QWE side, they both have burned their E-buffs. So they might not have enough steam to keep on pushing for damage in this round. Maybe if the side of Rifle Love is just going to hold out, they might just be able to edge us out.
Yeah, we got some interesting setup here.
Ninja is just
kinda
setting something up.
Yeah, he's like
devious.
Lying away. You know, this is a 3v3 tournament here. You've got 3 people. If you're hitting behind like that, waiting for some opening, your team is taking all that damage. Got to get in there sometime and jump in and out. We got. Oh wow! Phony got killed by.
Looks like they prioritized going for the Wusa because she definitely doesn't have any escapes after going to V, and then the Ninja just resets back in invisibility,
just
waiting for his next
He's like,
target.
Hands like rubbing. Where's the next target at? But still, Megu's running in there, getting a nice hit. Berserker just full grab on John Cena, and then Gozak, the Berserker, finished him off with that. Nicely done there. Like I said before, the Berserker can lock you down with that grab, and if you have your team there just damaging him, it's just over at that point.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what the Ninja's capable of doing in this round. Looks like he's trying to pressure, but everyone's playing pretty safe on the side of Rifle. It doesn't seem like they want to commit too much. There comes a block jump. Okay, CC, and immediately peeled by the Megu, and he's on the ground.
He's getting by Ghost, walking. Oh, block jump again. Murderous intent. Nothing is connected here right now at the moment. He's trying to do his best. I think in this point in time right here, if you got some E-buffs out on your team.
There it is.
Wow. That was crazy.
HP, yeah?
You know, in my opinion, when it's like a 1v3, the way you want to do, if you have your team who burn the E-buffs or their class buffs, you want to kind of get the time as much as possible, kind of running out the time so you can get your class buffs back for your team for the next round.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because that's your kind of, like, I want to say your deciding factor, but it does help you, like, sit there and kind of go for that full all-in DPS when you need to do that. But unfortunately, they didn't get enough time for that. But they did some good plays there. I mean, like I said before, the Berserker is going to lock down one person, and when it happened, everyone just piled on them constantly, just railing on them, burning Vs. That's the best thing they can do right there because you're just soaking up all that damage. You're being that kind of hostile force, aggroing everyone because you're grabbing that one teammate, and it's like, oh, whoa, I'm behind. I can't do anything right now. And when that full combo grab is just grabbing you here and knocking you to another part there, you just can't get away from that. Either you got to V at the last moment or try to get as much help from your team as possible here. But we also saw that weird play from the Ninja. Like, he was just sitting there like, you know, hey, you know.
I mean, he's in character.
He's completely an actual ninja. He's like, I'm waiting for this, man. This is my time to shine. Jumps in, jumps back out, DPSing constantly. Did some work there. As you can see there, just getting destroyed. But at the end of the day, you know, the team, like I said before, Sidoria's team, I guess not Sidoria's team, but Sidoria's fan, let's call that. Sidoria's fans did really well. They came on top. I mean, the round is still early in the round. We still have only one round so far has passed. There's still possibly 2, maybe 3 more rounds, depending on what happens here. So you never know what can happen.
Let's go ahead and hop into the second round that we have ready.
Let's see. So they're getting ready. They were eager to fight here. We got Phony just spamming their abilities. The Corsair Umiyama going in.
Yeah, we also have to remember that the Succession Corsair has a unique ability to lower the durability of your frontal guard.
Berserker with the Rock Smash running in there, charging in, trying to look for someone to get.
see the Megu just playing from range right now.
Yep, he's playing in there, trying to do his best. He should. Berserker's running in, got a nice stun knockdown there. Quite amazing, going in for a full combo. Nice, amazing grab. Wow, like I said before, another lockdown on Cry here.
He's on the ground, but he did not V. It looks like he was confident. Actually, though, quick V coming out from the Scholar. I guess we missed when it happened, but it seemed to have forced that out very early in the match.
Interesting play here. We got Shut trying their best to stay there in the middle of all that damage. Yeah, as a Wusa, I would not recommend staying in that damage right there. You kind of want to just go in, pop in, throw out some damage, and pop out. Play up for the sidelines here. Let your team kind of, play around that damage. But then again, there's no one to kind of be that person to take all that damage for the opening. Sadly, we have the Scholar here just running and jumping down for the nice knockdown, but no connection was there found.
Yeah, missed the grab on the Zerker there. It looks like everyone's just dogponging the damage onto the middle of the fight there. Nothing really happening, but let's just see if...
Zerker's just grabbing.
Did he get someone? Someone's in his hands right now.
Yeah, someone's in his hands right. He just grabbed them, just held him there. Like I said, locking down that teammate, or our teammate, is just amazing to do. The Roar did not get any stun, but he's searching for his target here, running on the map, finding someone. He's just running after, just hoping to get someone here. But nothing is being found here. Rock Smash into nothing again. Got the Ninja Cry trying to look for an opening here, but taking kind of a lot of damage here. John Cena just V'd in that one. I'm not sure what happened there. We came back out of it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the Wusa's going to be able to open up the enemy team, because other than his, I guess the Rainstorm that he just holds down, it's kind of hard for him to CC the enemy squad. Doesn't seem like it's the easiest team to just get a random CC off on.
Yeah, and we see right now the 50% mark is now heading because the 1 minute mark has passed. So all teams' HP is now at 50%. It's your time to kind of, do your damage.
They just force a V out of the Wusa as well.
Nice.
HP's bars are getting really low on the side of Rifle.
We see all class buffs also have been used by the enemy team or by QWR, while Rifle Love has one class buff on a Corsair available here. No damage falling up. Another V just got bursted through Umiyama here.
I think they might be pushing for damage on the Corsair now, knowing that her V is down. They're probably trying to make the most of the remainder of their E-buffs.
Oh, another grab again by the Berserker here, but the Berserker's taking quite a lot of damage here. Very risky play, very risky indeed right there. Looking for a nice hit. Stun missed everyone. That is surprising.
Looks like the timer's ticking down, though. We have 3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, actually, I think by default. Oh, wow. Does it look like QWR has won that one there by HP default? Wow. Yeah. That's actually impressive. I mean, it's like I said, the grab is great, but when you grab someone and all that damage is hitting you gotta be careful, man. You can't just sit there and just, I'm gonna grab you and then boil all the damage. You're still gonna take damage. People are gonna open up and destroy you if you're just leaving your back on guard like that. But it's also a team responsibility to kind of take charge and capitalize on those moves being done, which it seems they didn't do quite well. But like I said, we still have more rounds to go. They can learn from that round and try to adapt to see how they play. But, we got to see what happened there. There were some questionable plays as well, too. People were just kind of like taking it back a bit, just running in there, and everyone's dogpiling and say, whoa,
yeah, I
wait,
feel
hold
like
on.
On both sides, they could be a little bit more cohesive with the targets that they're trying to open up on. Right now, it just feels like everyone's just throwing damage and CC whichever way and seeing if anything sticks on the wall.
Yeah, we're just hoping to see what they can do best.
Yeah, let's see what happens in this third round here. We're tied up 1-1 right now.
Let's see what we got. John Cena's eager to go. I can see it. And so is Cry. Cry is just practicing his moves.
Yeah, I really want to see
target chase from Cry here, running in the middle.
I want to see what the Corsair's role is in this fight here. Let's see what kind of role this Succession Corsair is trying to occupy here. Because
Berserker is chasing down the Scholar. Looks like chasing down a target immediately right now, looking for a grab. He just got knocked back into an air smash.
Not a lot of damage coming out, though. He seems to be fine.
Hey, he went for a roar, no stun, another knock up again. They got back up here. Like I said, Berserker's got a lot of HP right there. Hard to kind of, take him down quickly, but it gives him a lot of room to play with right here. He's still looking for some kind of knockdown from someone here, running around the map, searching for his target like a wolf, hungry, but still no one. He is stiffened. Oh my goodness, what just happened there? He's running around, still looking for his target. Can't find anyone at the moment here. It's quite impressive that no one's kind of capitalizing on his back being open like this. But see Mega here dashing it down, trying to bring some damage here, opening up on the damage from behind his back. Nothing is connecting here. Rock Smash on no one. He is missing a lot of abilities here, quite questionable. But
Yeah, once again, it seems like everyone's just throwing their damage onto the middle of the fight without much reason.
yeah,
They
I mean,
did somehow catch the Zerker 3 times and were not able to capitalize on doing too much significant damage to him.
well, we see the QWR seems to be leading here, but then again, hit points are, you know, coming back really quickly. Scott's opening up for some damage here on top of Zerka while he spins the win. He did no damage with that one, though. Surprisingly, I was surprised about that one. Very curious about the play here from him. Knock up again. Never knocked down. He got re-CC'd, but no capitalization on that. Got back up pretty quickly, too, exactly.
Wow, the Zerker is so confident, just holding on to his V.
He doesn't care. He's like, I'm just going to walk in there. Pretty interesting right there.
And we see that we're coming back on the 1 minute mark, so everyone's health is going to be lowered and equalized.
The Scholar is just like, I'm walking in this. I thought Scholar's not going to be able to be walking into the crowd. No, Scholar's like, I'm walking in this. I am bad. No one can stop me here. And she is raining down terror.
Yeah, very interesting from coming from the QWER side. They were able to put a lot of pressure on the enemy squad so that the Scholar is just able to stand in the middle of the fight and just toss out all of her abilities.
Yeah, Berserker here with low HP. It looks like they're trying to take him out the game quickly, which is really good. You can lock him out the game there at least. Oh, he grabbed the Scholar.
Big grab.
He's like, oh, you want to play this game? Full combo grab on the Scholar. But like I said before,
he's getting burned down.
Yeah, like I said before, yeah, he got burned again. You can't be doing that when you have low health. You cannot trade your health for a full combo stun.
It wasn't for naught, though. He did get the Scholar's V out of that grab, although it did cost him a lot of health. He could probably just heal it back up.
Yeah, but the round is nearing its end here. They're going to win by default or win by HP if their damage is not if the health is not taken down within the next 8 seconds here.
Yeah, it looks like they're feeling the pressure. Rifle Love is definitely
looking
trying to
for
get in there.
Play. Aggro into he roared and nothing happened from that. Right now, again, QWR won again by HP. They're playing, like I said, Rifle, you cannot run in there, grab someone, and just say it's fine. They're going to sit there and say, oh, you grabbed someone? I'm just going to open up on you. And when that happens, you got to make your decision quickly. You got to either cancel that by V'ing or doing whatever you can to get out of that predicament, or your team has to be there to help you out. You cannot leave that happening.
I think they just need to have better focus on whoever he grabs and just be able to kill that person immediately, or, you know.
Exactly. Like, if my teammate is grabbing someone, I'm seeing it. I usually play Warrior. I'm going Armor Break. I'm going Sashide. I'm going Gravedigger. I'm going everything I can to take him down quickly as possible. Yeah. If their team helps him out, I'm using Overwhelm to knock him up and keep him down with Ankle Breaker. But nothing happened in that match there. They were just sitting there allowing him to just grab and just get eaten alive. And the thing is, like, when it was this one point in time where we saw he was at 15% HP, he went and did the full combo grab again. And we're like, wait a second, you're taking an immense amount of damage here. The clock is ticking. What are you doing?
I think that one play actually sealed the deal for QWER. Once they saw the Zerker drop so low, they were just like, guys, we just have to back up, maintain our health totals, and it's going to be in the bag for us.
And here I was saying, oh, Berserker, you know, they have more of a team that's able to take all that damage and lock them down, and they're not capitalizing on that. You have this Berserker who has a lot of HP, has a lot of grabs, full combo grabs to keep your team isolated, or enemy team person isolated, but you're not using that to be able to kind of follow up on all the damage you can be using, or even baiting the enemy team to kind of help that person and just leaving their back exposed. Break their back open with your abilities. You know, knock them down, float them, whatever you can to get this entire match sealed for your team. But we're not taking advantage of that, unfortunately, which is really curious to me. But we'll see what happens here.
Yep. Let's go ahead and hop into this next match to see if Rifle is able to pull this one back.
I mean, I hope so. Right now it's 2-1 here, so they have some time to bring it back from the death. I mean, we've seen it before in NA.
All right, let's see. Both teams are kind of meeting up in the middle here.
Berserker just runs in there straight up. He's like, I got to do something here.
Yeah, I guess it's his job to just get in there and draw pressure.
Yeah, he ran in for a stun. Nothing happened. He
got very, very dangerous
knocked down. Another re-CC, but gets back up from that. He's doing a full combo grab yet again.
He's giving them works right now.
But no capitalization for his team at all. As you can see, not enough damage done. But wait a second. Am I eating my words here? Shot just took a ton of damage. He is begging for his life right now. But no V. Surprisingly, with all that damage, no V. He is confident. He's like, I don't need the V right now.
Ballsy to hold that V in the Wusa. There's just one more skill away.
Got the Scholar for stun, but no follow-up right there. Oh, wait. Scholar got knocked up into a re-CC air smash, but nothing capitalized after that.
Okay, able to recover the ground now.
Oh, wait. Never
They're going to extend the CC with the grab.
Yep, here it is. Anything capitalized, the team is behind. No capitalization from that yet again. It's
Yeah,
very
I'm curious
surprising.
to see what build this Ninja is running because he seems like he's very, very tanky. It might just be the gear, but they're not able to do any significant damage to him while he's CC'd.
Oh, never knock up again on the Berserker, but he recovered that nicely. He's still doing a full combo grab, holding the grab there. He's like, I'm going to keep this grab play going. Yet again, nothing is being connected out. Giant leap
He's
around the
being
map,
sneaky,
looking for a
the Ninja.
knockdown. Ninja is saying, I am here to cosplay and be a ninja in the game. I am going to be this ninja right now. This is my moment. But nothing is being done with that. Like I said before, it is a tournament of 3v3. If you're leaving your team exposed to 3v3 or 3v2, then it's not going to end well for them.
It seems like they might be playing into that, though, because he's able to just stay in stealth for a long time as his teammates hold the pressure off from the enemy team. I think this is probably one of the strats that they have practiced.
I think he's looking for the back attack moment because he's trying to go for a nice back attack, but
Oh,
they
the
never
Wusa
full on stun.
Forced the V, but still dies.
He died probably from dot damage. Wusa is down. It is a 3v2 right now. We're still looking for some kind of follow-up right now from the enemy team, but
I think it
nothing is
might
going
be
on.
still doable for QWR, though, because they did immediately pop both their e-buffs once they saw the Wusa go down, as they know that...
Oh, the Berserker is down now, too.
There we go.
Right now it's a 2v2. Corsair Megu versus Scholar and a Ninja. In terms of class structure, I think the Megu would have the upper hand, but right now this is the deciding factor here. They got 25 seconds on the clock here at the moment.
Yeah,
it's time to make a play.
With the Megu, she's a very high octane class, so she needs to make something happen immediately.
Megu just V'd, yes.
Force the V, what she's trying to get in there. If she's not able to make an opening happen on these two classes, it might just be over for them. Because the Ninja has a lot of power in this mid-ground fight.
Right now the QWR is playing a bit away at the moment. They're trying to see if they can win by, again, another HP default. Looks like that's going to be a case here. But wait.
And
yes, it happened, yep. They won, I think they won like, what, 3 or 2 matches again by HP default. Like I said, you know, using that I guess that grab against you. You're trying to do a full combo grab. You're saying, oh, this is great. I can just take you down from the back. Perfect way of playing right there. But Ninja, being his Ninja, just, you know, waiting and lying away. He's like, I'm waiting for this. This is my moment.
Yeah.
Back attacking and just knocking them back, destroying their health while they're unguarded. Perfect way to play that right there as a Ninja. You know, like I said, I was wrong here. I thought that the team was going to win the Berserker. I said, oh, he's going to grab and lock him down, take the damage. But he was just playing too aggressive. He ran there at the beginning of the match, ran inside, immediately got knocked up, got re-CC'd, and did a full combo grab into, well, his back being exposed.
I think maybe one of the issues that they were running into there with the composition-wise, they would have the Berserker grab whoever he was going to grab. But the problem is once he has someone in their hands, it's kind of like a cue for the teammates on QWER side to just hop in and try to appeal to their teammates.
Exactly.
And that's when I feel like Wusa is kind of one of the strongest threats you have to watch out for, because she can just hold that stun on her rainstorm, and it's just like a massive circle around her that just stuns. I saw the Berserker getting stunned up by the Wusa many times, and that kind of just led him to being opened up by the Ninja, because now that he's just stunned, he's just going to go in there, maybe float him, maybe grab him, and then just lay in that dot damage.
He was floated into air smash, and I think he got, at that point, got down. You know, he got down by bound by grab, I think. I'm not really sure, but it was just like back to back CC.
Yeah.
He's just like, at that point, what can he do?
Yeah.
Just dead.
Yeah,
nothing
looks like the grab was working against him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's playing too confident. He's relying too much on the grab, thinking, I can just grab and it's a win for me. But as you can see right there, grabbing isn't going to always win you the game. I mean, definitely would have won if you played a bit, I guess, better in my opinion. But, you know, hey, this is a 3v3 tournament. The people who made it this far are excellent at the game. They know how to play. They know how to play around their class and how to, you know, handle different situations. So this clearly showed that they know how to manage against the Berserker, how to, you know, make their plays as much as possible the best they can do, you know. And as we saw there, they won. They won by HP, but they still played.
Yeah, they're playing by the rules.
They played by the rules.
Yep.
They knew how to, you know, I guess navigate the match as much as they could, and they went to the next. Now they're going to the next stage in this entire grand final series.
Yeah. So congratulations to QWER for locking in that semifinal ticket.
I am literally eating my words right now. I thought, you know, it's
the power of love.
I know, the power of love is like, it's gonna win. There's like, Sidorian, they love you, but you know,
not enough, I guess. Not enough.
Not enough at all.
Yeah. All right. So
next time.
Check the brackets really quickly as we have QWER moving on into the semifinals to lock up that first spot. Next up, we have 7716 against Goblin. I think we can pull up the team compositions here just to see what we have on both sides. All right, on the 7716 side, we do have the Musa coming out from Aaron BD. We have an Awakened Tamer, I believe, coming out from Lentil, and UP playing the Sorcerers. We're going to have to see what kind of Sorcerers is on the field today. We've seen Awakened Sorceresses in these 3v3s, and we've also seen some Succession play today from one player in particular in the NA side. It seems like the main goal of the Sorcerers here is just to be kind of a nuisance from the mid-ground. Just be kind of annoying and just staying alive forever.
Look for ways to kind of knock back your opponent and just kind of dip out and then just unleash havoc where you can.
Yeah.
You know, doing what they can, trying to make sure it kind of be more of a utility kind of player, but also focus on DPS because they're very elusive. They got so many iframes they could just go back to back to back to back and just burn out, you know, anyone's kind of ability where it comes whether it's either grabs or just heavy damage. You can just kind of go around there. But like it's quite interesting. I mean, I haven't seen a Tamer so far in the tournament. I believe maybe I'm wrong here, but I'm looking forward to see what the Tamer can do.
Yeah, I think Tamer is quite potent on these 3v3s just because she's got that very, very quick grab that she can just convert on you. Like just jump in with the tree climbing. I think that's their forward jump, and they just immediately open up on you with the quick grab. And I guess we haven't introduced a team on the right side yet, so their opponents in this match will be Goblin, with Square Dancer playing the Megu, Prof on, I guess it's Pro F. Pro F?
Yeah, Pro F.
Okay, let's go with that. Pro F is going to be rocking the Dosa. We're going to have to see what spec he's playing, because I feel like the playstyles between Succession and Awakening are a little bit different. And we also have Hashazi. I'm assuming that this is going to be playing on the Awakening Hash. Awakening Hash just got bringing so much things to the table with the range CC, the tornadoes, and also
Constriction.
the Constriction is just a really reliable range grab that he can just toss out in there.
I don't know about you, but tornadoes, it really, when I fight a Hash, it's just so hard to really kind of pinpoint them while tornadoes going around. So this could play for their team, because we're in a smaller arena, so all those tornadoes going around can help you reduce visibility and help them kind of make some plays here.
Definitely some mental stacking going on with all those tornadoes on the field.
But Tamer does have the absorb ability. At the cost of Huckling, she's got the absorb ability, which can help buff their team. But it's like a 5-minute cooldown, so...
Yeah, we'll see if Lentil's opts to use that during this match. Yeah, so I think we could take a moment here to analyze some of the team comps going on here. On the left side, it seems kind of shoddy, though, because they do have, once again, 3 very, elusive type characters that don't really want to hold their ground for too long, want to hit and run and get in there, get in their damage.
Yeah, pedaling damage here. I mean, we got peppering damage from, the Musa and the Sork here. They kind of just run in, pepper the enemy team with some damage here, run back out, back and forth. But Tamer also plays a nice role for some good crowd control, so that could help with that benefit right there. She can go in, crowd control, they can kind of open up on them there. But when it comes to looking at the enemy team, they have quite a good comp in my opinion. But we gotta see what spec they're playing. They're playing Awakening or Suck.
This one's definitely a toss-up.
Yeah. Hard to really say. I mean, either way, I wouldn't say they're kind of like a bruiser style class or any kind of frontline class to help make those plays more prominent and opening up, taking those damage and just kind of letting a team rail on them. But Tamer, I mean, depending on her spec too, she has a way kind of hide behind her dog and kind of, have that dog, have her Huckling take all the damage there and to see what can be done after that play, because that it's in the way, so that helps with that play right there. But Megu is also extremely elusive, just like the Sork, so we gotta see it. Like we saw before in NA, 1v3 from Megu. I mean, Awakening, that was Awakening Megu. So I mean, Foxfire clones are pretty strong when coming in, I guess, keeping your team or enemy team kind of confused about where you're actually at. So they can definitely play in that role. And Hash, Constriction, that's a good ability right there. It's good CC, so this can play really nice for them as well too. Plus the tornadoes can definitely keep you impaired, what's going on? Is he over here? Is he over there? It's I don't know. Yeah, he's very elusive.
This is one interesting thing that we're seeing from the Asia side of the tournament very, very quickly, is that they don't really care about the traditional, I guess we'll call it the Holy Trinity comp, where you have a dedicated DPS class, an obvious tank role, and some sort of support utility type of class in there. Yeah. They're not afraid to just throw in 3 skirmishers, 3 very ratty, very assassin type classes, and just see who comes out on top.
I think it's confidence. We're confident. We don't need this. We don't need any defense. We don't need any utility. We're just gonna go straight in, target someone, and just wrap it up.
Yeah, just
So it
send
looks
it, I
like
guess,
that.
right?
Honestly, yeah, we're like, we're sending a full send.
Yeah.
We're full sending this right now. So.
Okay. So it looks like we have our first match ready to go in this set. Let's go ahead and hop in there.
I'm looking forward to see what we got here.
So,
interesting. What in the world?
I guess Tamer is just very eager to get into the match here.
So I'm ready to go. Let me in. Let me at him.
Okay, it looks like we're just going to have a setup around the perimeter of the map here. Hash is leaving his little tornado. That's going to be kind of like a safe haven for him to go back on, but he can also just use it as a bait.
Did Tamer use both class buffs? Oh, yeah, wait, no, she did not use it. Okay, I thought she did. Looks like it was open there.
Looks like it was just the first. Oh, and the Hash immediately being melted. I don't even think he uses V there, right? Just died standing.
I was paying attention to someone else. I just lost what happened. We just got destroyed.
What just happened there? We might have to watch that back, but it seems like he just jumped into the team fight and got immediately evaporated by the enemy team.
Tamer is on right now. She is just right on him.
Yeah, and it seems like this Tamer is actually rocking the Succession. Tamer is very interesting.
Yeah, Pro just V got obliterated right there. It was an amazing knockup. The V just happened. The Tamer's still searching for a target here, looking for the right person.
Yeah, staying very active with that Heilung's Hao, just being able to see everything around her.
Looks like Dosa is a suck Dosa, maybe. It looks based
on.
Oh
yeah, definitely playing the suck Dosa right now. I would say maybe on the suck Dosa, it's more of a hit and run type of playstyle as well. As you queue up your abilities, you want to just hop in there, let it rip, see if you can get some big damage down, and then disengage. But if they maintain this neutral game right now, it's not going to be so good for them because they are indeed missing a player right now on the Goblin side. They're going to have to do something quick.
Yeah, they have to find some way to capitalize on some damage here. Either opening up for a nice CC and try to do what they can in like a few seconds, but 3v2 is really hard to come back from.
Yeah, if you're watching what Aaron did there, he just is being such a menace, just tearing through the HP bars as they try to cast any abilities. He's just trading super armors with them and just taking a huge chunk of their health every single time.
Aaron is not giving any breathing room. The Musa's like extremely fast class, and he is just laying down the pressure on them.
Yeah, seems like he has no fear.
Another re-CC,
and there we go.
Prof is down. Oh my goodness, that was crazy quick right there. Like I said, Musa's just running at them, giving no way of breathing room right here. Still looking for a target, trying to find a... Oh, wow. He took a heavy amount of damage here. That was insane.
Yeah,
right now
but
it's
being
3v1.
a Musa, it's totally fine for him. He can just reset as he has 2 more teammates up. It's totally fine for him to just take that amount of damage and play back. Looks like Square Dancer is actually able to force a V coming out of the Sorceress. This is going to be a very hard matchup from the fight 3 people, though. Maybe he can rely on some of his clones. Oh,
in my opinion here, like right now, the team 7716 has burned like their class buffs right there. So I would try to end this quickly for me if I'm Goblin, just so I make sure we don't get it back.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Speaking of right there, ended. Like the class up is still recovering, the time is still going through the cooldown. Still like if your team hasn't burned it and your team's burned it, just end the match. You want them recovering that quickly.
I think the very big point here to note was just the Hashashin just got blown up when he tried engaging in there.
I was looking away for just a split second. I blink and he just
got evaporated.
Done. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
No immediately melted. I'm not sure what just happened. That was insane right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a gear disparity or they just so happened to throw all their abilities in the same spot and Hashashin just, caught all of them. He just didn't V at all and just got surprised.
Well, let's just say he walked into the wrong neighborhood and found out pretty quickly.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to be able to change their game plan up now that we're seeing some of the specs that they're going with here. The Megu is on Succession.
Yeah.
Hashashin is... He's on Awakening, but, I mean, it didn't really see much play there. And the Dosa is also on Succession, so we're going to have to see who's able to just stand in the fight and just be able to be a rock to their team. Because, interestingly enough, the Tamer on the side of 7716 is playing on a Succession build. And not only is he being very elusive and very annoying, he also has Hecklang, I guess is the new name for the pet. She's just able to have this Hecklang just standing there, roar, and just send out any CC in all directions. It's just a huge AoE in there. Very, very annoying.
Somebody like Shy's Bongo is just pretty much just like really annoying to get caught up in that. It's like, I'm caught, and then it's just, whoa. Yeah,
and the Musa, of course, Aaron is just tearing it up. He's not backing off at all. He's only had to back up once during that round when he felt a little bit low. But he just, it was fine.
I mean, he was laying pressure using cross-section, but... Man, he gave no one any kind of room to breathe. He's like, nah, you're not breathing today.
The moment he catches you casting any super arm, he's already on top of you, trading with you. Yeah. So, looks like we have round 3 ready. Let's go ahead and hop in and
see what happens here. I believe, like, 7716 burn like a lot of the class buffs here, but Goblin has all of them available, if I recall correctly. We'll see in the match in a second here. Oh, everything's up. Okay, everything is up here. So Aaron is kind of pacing back real quick, waiting for someone to come through. We got Tamer running straight in, no fears. Like, I am taking damage. I'm looking for someone to kill here. Musa is still searching for a nice target, kind of waiting back and forth, trying to get a nice hit of damage here.
Looks like the Dosa's taking a lot of pressure from the Tamer though.
Yeah, Prof F's health is getting deleted here. Just
and we have Aaron on his back. Maybe they're able to re-CC him.
Oh, we got back up in time. Nicely done there.
Yeah, just able to reset in the back and reposition himself.
And he's looking for some way to get some damage here. He's taking some in between. Oh, Prof F's knocked up. Another knock, air smash into death right there.
He got immediately deleted after that.
Like a bloodhound. He saw he was knocked up and came right after him. He was back at the gate, ran straight over there and took down Pro F. Really
it's going to be... actually, I feel like so, interesting enough, coming out from Goblin, all the players on their side are rocking Succession specs. So, they have a really strong pre-awakening kit, but at the end of the day, I feel like having too many of these classes on Succession makes it so the gameplay is kind of predictable, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you there.
So yeah, just really trying to find some sort of opening, but it's just so hard.
Breathing room. Yeah, I mean, right now he's got I thought he got stiffened there. He was kind of stuck for a bit there. Hush is a bit tricky there, kind of able to have like high mobility at times. As you can see right here, he's flying around. Owl's shield, nothing. Owl's protection, I mean, nothing kind of blocked there, but he's still
once again going into the tornadoes again.
Yeah, Megus is laying on pressure, trying to stiff him out.
And Yuppie. I think this might actually be a Succession Sorceress as well. Wow, we have a lot of Succession classes in the Asia side of things. But honestly, I feel like in a fight like this, when you're just dealing with all these Succession classes like the Megu and also the Dosa, it's very easy for Yuppie to keep track of them. Succession Sorceress is known to be a very frontal guard heavy class with very powerful... Oh, wow. As I say, that gets knocked on his back.
Very V'd, yes. Minute marker has passed to 50% is now everyone's maximum HP here.
Okay, looks like they're going to regroup again and see if they can have a fair handshake at this. But once again, they are one teammate down with Pro F being down, so they're going to have to make something happen very quickly.
Megu's looking for something here. Massive damage right now, but nothing fully there destroying them. Sork is still trying to find a way to get some kind of utility off for a knockdown here, playing it out.
Coming up behind the... Oh, that was a clone. Yeah, that was clone. Got me too. I was confused.
Very tricky there, man. Megu is very slippery here. But at the end of the day here, they have 15 seconds left to make a play. The HP
got knocked on his back. Very big float coming out from the Megu.
Here. Down to the rope here. If they had to make a play, they forced out a V at the moment just now. But they had to make a play. There's 4 seconds remaining. It's going to be an HP toss-up here. Who's going to have the highest HP?
And
Goblin
they just edge it out. Yeah, that was crazy.
It. That was close right there. Very close. At the last moment, they got one person down, and they were able to win it just by HP. Very close for this to happen again. Like before we had the same thing happen where they were winning constantly by HP. We may see it here happen again. But man, that was close fights right there. Really close.
I can probably just imagine comms right now with Pro telling the boys like, "Hey, you know, next round of drinks is on me. Thanks for carrying me through that round."
You're like, yes, I'm sorry for keep getting caught out. I mean, Dosa suck. Maybe not. I guess the best for 3v3. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, especially in a comp like this where all of your classes kind of want to stay further away from the enemy and just going for that hit and run play style, it's definitely going to be a little hard for the Dosa because their movement is kind of segmented where they'll queue a skill. It kind of plays like Succession Sage, if you will. They'll queue a skill and then use their dash and then use the skill after. They'll pocket the skill. So it's very predictable, the movement of the Succession Dosa. Maybe that's why the side of 7716 is choosing to focus on him more so to just burn all his escapes and see if they can tear him down.
Yeah, Dosa's block too. I'm not sure. I'm quite sure it's not a full-on block. It's more so a reflection.
It's a little bit of a counter, so it's not a true Q block.
Yeah, so you really can't do a full-on block there to kind of like get some breathing room. So it makes it a bit difficult. And plus, Dosa's a bit on a slower side in terms of abilities versus a Musa. I mean, like,
it's going to be tough.
Run through you pretty quickly here, but you know.
Yeah, great stuff coming out from the side of Goblin, though. They were able to recoup after that, and they found the random CC on the Sorcerers. I guess the guy was just not watching his back.
He's like, I got this.
Floated.
Yep.
And they just immediately tore him apart, and they just were able to hold that health lead at the very end to, bring home the round.
Like I said,
Yeah,
like
great stuff.
AOA is very, very unpredictable. You never know what will happen. Something just happens out of nowhere. Like the match we saw before, Hash just got blown up. We're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Happens every now and then, so you never know what could happen each tournament.
Yeah. And looks like things are all tied up here. If I'm not
I think
wrong?
oh yeah, it's tied up. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into the 4th round of Tier C. Oh, round 3. Sorry, this is the 3rd round. All right, I want to see if Pro F is able to maybe change up the way he's playing this. I understand that they're probably going for him a lot in these fights here, but I want to see if he's able to just use this type of pressure that he's drawing from the enemy team to just use it as bait, maybe just queuing up some CC and then playing back towards his team and CCing them closer to his squad.
He's running with Hash right now, but all the fights going on in the middle
you
here.
See his health
you see
already
Musa
coming
just
down
running
a little
back
bit low.
and forth right now, searching for his target here. Megu is playing back, trying to throw out some damage here from far away, playing more of the mid style, which is pretty good, I guess, in this point of the matchup here. But Avita's got burned from
2 Vs coming out from the side of Goblin. That is not good news.
Hash just went V. Pro Up is unguarded, and he is down. Musa was like, hey, man, unfortunately, this is my time to shine, and your time to go down yet again. Musa is on him. Like, Musa is chasing right now the Megu. As you know, Musa is extremely fast right now, looking for a way to get a nice pressure off here.
It's very interesting that we're watching the POV of Square Dancer here, because it seems like, oh wow, just huge damage coming out from the Succession Megu, and that's what I was just going to talk about. Like, if you're just letting the Megu cast from a range here, this is exactly what she wants to do.
Yeah, she wants to be left alone, be able to just throw out as much damage as possible without having to worry about anyone coming after her, and they're just letting it happen. But it's still TBT right now. A lot of things can happen here. So we got to see what's going to go here. We see Megu still looking for some damage here. Knocked up into V, I believe, just now. Or maybe I'm mistaken there.
Wow, we're seeing a little bit of a change of the tables here. It looks like Square Dancer on the Succession Megu is just hunting for blood, just chasing
looking
the Musa
for
out of
someone out there. Musa
going in again,
running back away. Musa's scary. He's like, I can't deal with this right now. Pressure is too much for me. He is running low on health. He's trying to get some health right now. But as the weakest speaks here.
Yeah, I would say definitely this Succession Megu is a cornerstone of the Goblin squad here, just able to find so much damage, so much CC from that.
Tons right now. They're in the middle, trying to fight the Musa, but
they found him.
Yeah, they got him good. There's like a 2v1 to Musa. Megu's just throwing out damage from far away.
See, I think some of the weakness of the Succession Tamer is starting to show in this match, as, like I mentioned before, a lot of her value comes from being able to hold that Heiklong's CC in a circle around the Tamer, just being able to hold the ground. But if the enemy team doesn't want to interact with you in that area, then it's just losing all its value.
Yeah, I mean, they're letting the Megu just run.
There it is.
Yep, there it is. Goblin is one. They're letting the Megu, just like I said before, just throw out damage from mid-range.
You can't let her do that.
Not worrying about anything.
You can't let her do that.
She's a caster. That's kind of her role, kind of sitting back, just throwing out damage from barding you, and you're just like, letting it happen. You can't let that happen at all.
Yeah.
Gotta do some damage on her. Just chase her down as much as you can. But she is very elusive with Foxfire. I mean, her Foxfire, she's really good with her clones, just kind of going.
See, the thing there is, I don't even think she had to use any of her clones. They literally were just ignoring her, and she was just free firing from the side, just throwing all her damage on them. So I really want to see if maybe Aaron can change things up, maybe, and see if he can switch on the fly to have a better target selection when it comes down to these fights.
I mean, yeah, I hope so. I mean, at this point here, the Megu's just unguarded. A lot of damage is being thrown out by her. But Musa is kind of, I think, the key role here. He's running around, searching for targets, looking for openings. He's hitting his openings. We saw with Pro F, you just decimated him. But at the end of the day, it's like, you can't just be one person searching for openings here and making the plays. Everyone here is a 3-3 game. Team match.
It's not even like the Tamers are trying. You see Lentils is just trying to get in the middle of the fight and dropping that Heiklong stun, but no one's in it.
Yeah.
They recognize that he's going for that immediately and just disperse.
It's too telegraphed for them. He's like, we know what you're going to do here. We're just going to go this way here to avoid that.
Exactly, yeah. So I hope that 7716 is able to find an answer here. Maybe the Succession Sorceress and the Tamer may have to pull the Musa back and just have the Musa play somewhat closer to them as they play a more I guess more solid foundation, closer to all their teammates, so they're able to get value out of everyone's kit. Meanwhile, we are going to have to see if this will make things easier for the Megu, because we did say that she's just in the back throwing damage. So maybe they'll just have to, pull themselves up by the bootstraps and say, as 3, we're going to go and bum rush the Megu together. Whatever happens on top of her happens, but we need to make something happen.
Yeah, I think taking Megu out of the game, probably the easiest thing you can do right now. Dosa, I mean, as we see
They're
so
getting that
far,
one for free
and
every single round
those
anyways.
is kind of getting blown up each round.
Yeah.
I think maybe focusing on Megu first, taking care of your best meal first, then going on to the desserts. Probably the best thing you can do at this moment here, because Megu's just destroying them at the far. Leaving them on guard like that is not going to be helpful for your team.
Okay, and let's see if they're able to bring things back here. We have Goblin leading the set with the 2-1. Let's see if 7716 can pull it back.
Yep, here we go here. Yeah, right now Dosa's practicing, I guess, trying to see if he can hopefully turn things around here.
I mean, I guess things are working out for him, though. He's drawing so much pressure, he might be dying, but it's A-okay.
Yeah, right now we got posturing on the left-hand side. Looks like
they're playing with that gazebo on the left hand for
he's
some
waiting for something
natural cover.
Sork looking for a way to get some kind of utility out there, but nothing
Wow,
happened
being
there.
blown up immediately by that. I think it was the Megu who dropped just a huge damage on top of her head, and
Like
she
we
had to
said,
be immediately.
You gotta take out the Megu, but the Musa is seeing that blood trail. He is coming after you right now. It is insanely quick here.
Yeah, we're even seeing a bit of aggression coming out from the Dosa, noticing that the Succession Sork has no more options, and once they get on top of her, it's going to be all over.
Yeah, he's trying to burn his stamina quickly. They're still focusing pressure on the Sork right now, but nothing is connecting here. You need a nice stun or CC to kind of make sure it seals the deal, but
the Sork is actually playing very smart here, having his back up against the wall so that they can't really get behind him. A little bit of a fail jump coming out there, but it seems like he's still fine. Knocked on his back
air
there.
smash. He
gets up, though. He gets up.
He has no V, though.
Tossing a Dream of Doom on them to see if he can fish anything out.
Yes, he is still
they're going to have
trying
to
get
help
away.
The Musa's got to get in here to help heal. He's taking so much punishment right now from the team of Goblin.
Yeah, both actually. Musa is, actually no. Yeah, Musa's taking damage as well, too. Looks like they're trying to kind of fall behind and try to get the Sork out of the game, but is also exposing him to lots of damage as well, too.
Yeah, the Sork right now just backing up constantly is just honestly doing his team a great service, because as he's backing up and just drawing so much pressure, his team is able to maneuver around and see if they can do something as well. But right now it looks like things are stabilizing.
Yeah, right now, they're getting health back here. We have 18 or 15 seconds left till HP gets drawn, but Youp just got decimated here. HP is going to be reduced to 50% here.
Yeah,
but
I think
we've got someone on the ground here.
Wow,
Lento
and they
just got
traded back.
grounded.
Oh, they did not trade back. Sorry, I am trolling.
You're fine.
The tamer just fell over as well.
Aaron just got caught.
Goblin taking it home.
Oh, there it is, man.
Yeah.
Wow, I was not expecting that, honestly. I mean, but then again,
I think it was just a matter of time. Seeing how the body language was coming out from the side of 7716, they just could not handle the pressure that was coming out from just the Megu just tossing abilities at them.
Yeah, but even the Hosh, too, was chasing down with Sork at the end. We saw the Hosh just like, I'm coming after you. I'm not giving you any kind of breathing room. The Musa trying to help, but then exposing his back to the enemy team, leaving him peppered. He was like, I got to back away for a bit. It was just too much for him to handle. The Megu was in my opinion, the biggest threat there. They should have taken down.
The Megu definitely scored an answer. I feel like carried his team there.
Yes, definitely carried. The damage was unreal, blowing up people. The Sork got almost eliminated immediately. We're like, what just happened there?
Yeah.
But instead of learning from like those constant like high damage plays from the Megu, just kind of let the Megu go. Just just go ahead and play by yourself here. But Megu's like, I want to play with you too. So just coming around, just knocking damage all over the place.
It's very interesting to see how these guys are playing this matchup so far. I don't feel like this will work too well against a team who is more hyper-focused on and just jumping in there for these squishy targets.
Yeah.
But as of now, if you guys have all seen, if you're just allowed to just toss damage in there, because the Megu's, all of her, most of her kit now in the Succession has lost a lot of the frontal guards and super armors that it has on its cast. So while she's just throwing damage in the back there, she's completely CCable.
Exactly.
We just need someone to get in there to, actually do the job.
Yeah.
So
and someone actually follow up with her and chase her around, make sure she can't breathe. But unfortunately, like we saw, there was plenty of breathing room for the Megu. The Megu is just having a time of her life, throwing out all the abilities she can. But people are watching. We're taking notes, saying, okay, the Megu here is clearly the strongest one. When you face Megu, take her out first, which is the best thing you can do.
Definitely the other teams are taking note of that. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up the brackets really quick to see how we have updated things. And on the left side of things, joining QWER in the semifinals will be Goblin. I think they both do have interesting team comps coming out here with a lot of aggression. I think that is just the Asia way with all these like very, very ratty assassin type plays.
Oh, yeah.
So it should be a very interesting semifinals coming out of the left side. Up next, we do have Team Anago going up against Eclipse. Pretty cool teammate. I really like that. Eclipse.
Team Anago? What's Anago? Anago?
I'm not going to read too much into it.
Yeah.
But I do like Team Eclipse. So we are getting some
some translation.
Fun facts from GM Dennis. Anago is actually a saltwater eel, so maybe they're very big fans of unagi, or
possibly. I mean, I do love some eel, so it's good for me.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up the players on each side to see what we're working with today.
Let's see. Corsair here on Team Anago.
Yep.
Wow, we got that Corsair. We have a ninja and a berserker against an archer. I believe an archer there.
Yeah, definitely an archer.
And then we have a wusa and another ninja. Again, it looks like we've got another berserker class. Could I be wrong this time? Well, possibly. We saw last time, the first match here.
This is very reminiscent of the first matchup we had between QWER and Rifle. With the right side of the the left side of the bracket was Anago. They have much more of a centered comp. With I feel like the Corsairs being able to play this very like flexible role where she's providing utility with her frontal guard shred from her abilities, and also just being able to stand in the team fight, being very, very annoying with her mermaid abilities because she's just so elusive and you can't really land any CC on her while she's super armor. And we also have the Berserker, of course, playing this like very solid rock for the team, but we've seen in the past that you can focus a Berserker, and even if he grabs you, that's not the end of the world. You can just pile on your damage. Whereas from the side of Eclipse, it looks like they're going for much more of a very, once again, assassin-y, like all-in type of team composition.
Yeah.
Where you have the archer, wusa, and ninja. It looks like they just had a ragtag of teammates come together and say, you know what, we're going to play this tournament together, but every man for themselves. I'm not going to... Oh, I can't say that. I can't say that. I'm not going to appeal for you. But it's going to be very hard for each one of these teammates to kind of assist anyone who gets hard focus.
I mean, in terms of like Eclipse here, like Archer, you know, it's generally, I wouldn't say stationary, but it has a lot of decent damage from being a stationary, throwing out those abilities here. But there's no one there to kind of, you know, be that one to say, I got your back, or I got your front in this case. So I'm wondering how it's going to play out. The long range attack could be beneficial from Archer, because if they can find a way to kind of sit back and just throw out damage from a far safe distance, then it allows them to have a lot of utility that way, because they can throw out some long range stuns and keep them down, and which gives a ninja a way to open in and just destroy an Arusa too to follow up with that damage as well too. But if that Archer gets caught just once, I think it's just over that point. I mean, you're an Archer, you have some ability there, sure, but generally, you're more so like just kind of sitting back from long range, mid range, throwing out damage. But you've got assassin class. You've got probably a suck berserker who's gonna be running at you at Mach speed. So it's like, can you avoid that? I don't know. I don't think it's possible here. Well, I could be wrong.
There is some hope here. I feel like with these people who are bringing these very, very risky classes in here, they definitely have a game plan going into it. So I mean, even with the Archer. Speaking on the class's history itself, I remember way back when it was released, it was mainly just this far range, just tossing logs at you and just waiting for anything to happen, just waiting for kills to fall into his lap. But in the recent year or so, we've seen a lot of buffs come out for the Archer that has given him a lot more options in the skirmish. He's now able to go invisible. You know, wasn't able to do that before. A lot of his skills have been added to the Great Bow. Some of them are just very, very elusive, allowing him to clear a lot of space while also still providing damage. And I feel like this class, the Archer and the Wusa really scream a bait type of gameplay for me. So I think that's more so what they're going for on the side of the Eclipse, just keeping their enemy at bay while also just, you know, poking them down with their range damage. And once someone gets too close and CC'd from one of their escapes, we'll just see Lag Switch Killer going on a ninja to capitalize on that.
Yeah, like I said, I think the best thing for Archer here is they have a good long range knockback. It's going to be beneficial if they can get one off on one of the more, I guess, more of the less defensive classes like the Corsair and Ninja. If they get that knockback from them, there's no V up there, then they can capitalize with the Ninja and Wusa, sure. And then also the Archer has a good amount of safety play, being mid to long range focus. They can sit there and just throw out damage if they're not being focused. But generally, if I'm seeing that Archer, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I'm coming for you. I know you can't get away from me. But then again, I play Warrior, and Warrior obviously is more so of a different breed than other classes here. But generally, it's more of the in-your-face kind of class. Berserker is your in-your-face kind of class. And I also think Ninja's more of an in-your-face kind of class. So those two kind of class combinations right there are very detrimental to Archer, which is more of a mid-range, long-range kind of class. But they also have a Musa and Ninja on their team as well too. So this could also be an interesting toss-up here. I mean, I'm looking forward to see what they can do. I mean, Archer, like I said before, I thought before the Berserker was going to win. I said he's going to just grab and lock him down. I was like, oh, sure, they're going to win. Next you know, okay, never mind. Power of Love did not work out too well.
Yeah, they're just letting a fire on that guy's back while he's just grabbing someone.
Exactly. I mean, the Berserker, hopefully the Berserker is watching his stream and he saw what happened before and is going to learn from that mistake and make, I guess, some kind of different play style based on that, mistake they were made in the first round there. But if nothing is done differently, if the same thing happened where you're just grabbing, you're letting the damage just open you up in the back, you're just like, oh, this is fine, then, how's it's going to keep burning down? You're going to be like, oh, what happened? Yeah. I died again and again and again. So
that being said, I want to get your predictions on what's going to happen here between Team Anago and Eclipse.
Oh, man, I don't know here. I mean, I want to say the Berserker because, like, when I played Dota War and Conquest War, we do flex. When we get those teams out there, we have either someone with like a nice grab to kind of lock them down. Yeah. And once you're locked down, it's like, okay, we can all fall up on our stuns, our arm breaks, everything we can use to kind of like keep them down and weaken them. We got it from a nice grab class. But this is a 3v3 tournament. It's different from No War, different from Conquest War. It's not happening the same way. So it's hard to say, but I still want to go with the Berserker. I mean, I think they're going to do it. I think Team Anago is going to be the one that's going to really have it here. But what's your prediction here? What do you think is going to happen here?
I used to be an Archer player myself way back when, and I do think what was that?
It's like arrow to the knee, is that
it? Yeah, but I feel like the trickiness coming out from the Eclipse team comp might be very surprising for the team on Anago's side. So we'll just have to see how they pilot this going into this match. Looks like we have the match ready, so let's go ahead and hop in.
Let's see if we eat my words or not. I think I probably will again. Got Team Anago and Eclipse here. Who is going to come out on top in the first round? Got a beautiful aerial view here. We can see both teams at the front gate. Got them running in here. We got the Ninja kind of playing it out here, running in, looking for someone. Got the Archer sitting back, like I said before, playing mid to long range. But as I said, knock up, it's a V immediately. V gone in the first 15 seconds of the match.
Yeah, it looks like Dachi was able to just hop in there immediately and float him. This is very bad.
They're giving him no breathing room here. He's trying to get away. They say, oh, Archer, this is great for me. I'm coming after you. Like I said before, Archer is not good.
Up and immediately knock up. His back
it's another air smash. Oh, wait.
He's able to get up, though.
What in the world? And he's still trying to play away from that. Berserker is just running at him. Like I said before,
and we see here how the Corsair plays with the Succession build. Just very annoying in the mid-fight there. Laying down damage from
Archer's
super armor
taking
using on the
so much damage here right there, as you saw
He's still standing strong, though. And
here comes the grab. The
like
full
it might be the end for him.
Oh, yep, there it is.
The grab held over the Berserker's head and just waiting to die.
Yep, as I thought. I mean, like I said, the Berserker is going to do a full-on grab, and then that's locking them down. Rock Smash. There goes the Roar. You get a stun connection. No stun from there. Another Roar. He got, I think, looks like got a stun, but I can't really see. Full-on grab combo yet again. Looks like the V has happened.
It's going to be really rough for Eclipse to be able to pull
nothing. He is looking him out. He's looking for someone to find. Sniffed him, it looks like, but no damage fallen from there at all. We got Murderous Intent going out from the Ninja here, but nothing has been done from that right there at all either.
The problem is right now that we see from the side of Eclipse, Lag Switch Killer has already used his
knock
V.
Up into, wait a second.
And there he is. That's as I mentioned, that without his V, they're just going straight for him. They knock him on his back again and take him out.
And we see our favorite Eel team here, 3-2-1. There goes the Berserker holding him. Oh, nah. He just grabbed full combo CC, but he V'd. Burning some time.
Once again, just V'd in the same spot and immediately caught again.
If I'm going to V, I am going to V away. If I see that V happening, I'm not going to V on top of you unless I think, hey, I got this.
Hey, you know,
I
maybe
got this.
that was probably part of the mind games, though. Like, oh, maybe they think I'm going to the gazebo, but no, I'm just going to stay exactly where I was when you caught me.
It was Galaxy Brain moving right there. He's like, you know what?
Unfortunately, it did not pan out.
They would never expect this. They would never expect this happening.
I think they didn't expect it, but it just so happened to be in such a terrible spot that they didn't have to expect it, and they just killed him anyways.
Like, oh, EV, that's cute. I see you right there. You just came right. You're right next to me.
Yeah. So
here's
a
grab.
Definitely not optimal coming out from the Wusa's V, but I mean at that point he's just really trying to buy time for his team's E-buffs to come back up.
Yeah, I mean that's what they can do. What we saw, like I said in the first match here, the Archer. They were just coming after, and they were like, long range, mid range class.
I still believe in my boy. That was just a fluke round. He was just testing the water to see how much he can get away with, and let's just be honest, not a lot. He can't get away with a lot.
Not a lot he can do.
So
what I thought was weird though was like when we saw that match happening, they were chasing after him. Their backs are open.
Yeah.
And they're taking like no damage. So I was like, yo, their backs are open. They're running after this guy. There's a CC free right there. There's free CCs all around. Yeah, just throwing out CC, you can do it.
The thing is, it's going to be really
chance.
hard for the side of the Wusa, Archer, and I believe Ninja to be able to open up on them at all, because it seems like these classes are very, very... they're not front to back, of course. They're kind of like ratty. They like to go around to the sides to hit you from your flanks.
Yeah.
But I see that Light Switch Killer was playing on the Awakening Ninja build, and it seems like a lot of the movement from the Awakening Ninja is very much segmented with how he's going through his transition stance, doing a Murderous, and then resetting back with the transition stance before he does a silent step.
Yeah.
So it's very, very hard, unlike the Succession Ninja, which is zipping everywhere with the fluid movement. He can't really get behind them. And he's just kind of playing this foreground when, you know, you obviously don't have the luxury with the Archer just being knocked on his back and just pressured the whole time. So I feel like I want to see something spicy come out from the side of Eclipse to see if maybe they can turn the tide of battle here. But it's going to be a tall task because you just have these behemoths on the side of Anago, the Corsair even, just being able to stand in the middle of the fight and have no fear. Just throwing
like,
whales
this is cool.
Left and right, does not have a care in the world. Just staying in there because there's no pressure. There's no pressure coming out from the side of Eclipse, but maybe that's just because the Archer got his V pushed out very, very easily. Maybe
we'll see very quickly. But, I mean, like, they made it to this round for a reason. They're obviously good. They know how to play. People who made it to this round so far, like Grand Finals, they're good. They are good classes. They know they're good people. They're good players who know their class.
There you go.
So they know how to play this. But I'm not sure if they handled the same class in the brackets previously, which may have made it difficult for them. They needed more practice how to handle, you know, people who are going to be in your face fighting at you, giving you no room to play. We saw the Archer just struggling, trying to get away, but still nothing happened. Unfortunately, you got his V burn immediately and knock up and then CC and then just dead.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the game plan coming out from Anago. They have this just Succession Ninja running alongside the Succession Berserker and just running you down. Whereas the Awakening Ninja on the side of Eclipse probably wants to play a little bit more grounded with his Wusa and his Archer. But in a situation like that, it's just there's so much aggression coming out from every single side. It's only a matter of time before you get caught randomly with the float, and it just becomes super hard.
I think if they can just like get a nice stun or knockdown on like either the Berserker, and then while they're chasing him, they can at least follow up from the people from the back. They can probably get some pressure where it can give some breathing room to the Archer, but it's just too difficult. I feel like. We'll see here. I mean,
all right, let's hop into our second match here that we have ready for you guys.
There's plenty of rounds to go. Let's see what happens here and how they adapt. So we gotta see this one.
Yeah, as you can see, the Awakening Ninja coming out from Last Wish Killer. We're gonna need to see if he's probably gonna be running the Bond skill on his Katana Shower for the float.
Got Ninja disappearing away, looking for the flank here. He is running again. The focus is still on the Archer. Berserker is like, I'm looking for my best friend here, looking around, searching for it. Grab is complete here. It looks like a V has been popped. Oh, there it is. Wait,
I think he was good. I think he might have missed the grab, so the his target barely made it out of there before being grabbed. Wow, we have the Archer dropping very, very low. Actually, you're right. I think he might have just forced his V because the Archer has no V right now, running for his life.
Archer's health is dropping quickly here,
and there he goes once again.
Yep. They are focusing on Archer quickly. I mean, like I said, Archer does not have a way to kind of get away from these people in a 3v3 tournament match that's in a small confined area. So hard for them to really find a play here. Berserker doing another full combo grab here. Once again, he's like, never mind.
Yeah, and it seems like at this point, Eclipse is just very much grasping for straws here. They're just throwing damage into the ether and not being able to get any sort of CCs on the side of Anago.
Another grab once again, just doing a full-on grab here. ReCC, air smash V into that one there. Looks like...
At least we're going somewhere else this time with the V. We're switching it up.
Oh,
sniffed immediately, though?
Yeah, looks like the Bloodhound is into the Berserker. He's like, oh you went that way. I knew it, guys.
Oh, no.
And there it is. I mean, he just grabbed him.
Yeah.
He knew. He's like, I smell someone. And there he's right there. He saw him there, went after him, just knocking him down. He could not escape. It was just over for him.
See, that's one thing I want to mention about the Vs that we've been seeing from a lot of tournaments in the past, not just this one or the one that we've had earlier from the NA side of things. A lot of people are using their V and going to these very, very colloquial and like very, very obvious spots with their V.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you're an AOA player to any degree where you're just like in there scrimming against parties of three, I think the most go-to place to be after you're in big trouble is always to be around that gazebo on the other side with the fence, right?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, that's the spot.
You have to break the grain. I feel like you can't just make it so obvious that if you're gonna V that you're gonna be going to that area.
I mean, if I were them, if I have a chance, I'm near the gate area. That's a good point where like you're able to kind of cut the point of view if you're in a corner. That can help you if you V over there. And in past tournaments, that's always been the other go-to spot, either the gazebo area or that corner by the gate where you sit there and V and hide there because no one kind of thinks you're going to go there. Like, oh, he's by the gate. Yeah, obviously.
But they definitely got to mix things up for sure.
Yeah, going to the same exact B spot, I mean, they're going to go either 1-2 locations to check and see. Oh, he's right there. Okay, let's get him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to... I've seen some people even being onto the sides of the arena where it's just completely wide and open. Yeah. But the fact that they are so far away from the action buys them enough time for them to actually just recover, use their escapes, heal up a little bit, and get out of the situation. Rather than being behind some terrain that you think is safe.
Yep.
That's the first place they're checking for you. So
they're going to say, you're going to go right there. We know you're going to go over there.
Yeah.
But again, like the Archer is just... I think what they got to do, they got to find a way to keep the pressure off the Archer because the Archer cannot do anything at this point. Archer does a lot of damage if left alone like the Megu, but if they're just sitting there peppering you, coming after you, giving you no way to kind of retaliate, then you're just going to be out of luck.
Oh, they're doing a lot more than just peppering him. They're throwing the whole kitchen.
They're picking up the table.
Sink, table, everything. They're just tossing it at him. So
yeah, they're just jumping on him.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. We have the next round ready to go. So
yeah, hopefully they can learn from this one. Yeah, Berserker is like, I am ready.
Now this is very, very key here. We're down 2-0 on the side of Eclipse. Maybe this is what they were planning the whole time, keeping the enemy in this false sense of security.
The Berserker just running right at them yet again, just rushing in there, knowing he's got a ton of HP to play with as a way to use to kind of open up some kind of a way. Looks like Archer is actually surviving a bit longer this time. Rock Smash into nothing here, but the Berserker still searching for him. Berserker still chasing after him yet again. No breather from Archer.
On his back again.
Again, ReCC with the air smash.
Now I think holding his V for that long might have been a huge mistake.
Yeah.
You know you're an Archer. You know you can't sustain that much damage. Once you get knocked down immediately.
Again, the same V in the gazebo.
It's just too
Archer
obvious.
is just...
And it looks like he put his buttons away there.
Wait. He cut
he's
him.
Dead.
Oh, yes. That was crazy.
Evaporated by the enemy team. I think it's just too predictable.
Yes.
The V locations are way too predictable, and the gameplay coming out of the Archer is just...
murders intent from the Ninja here, hitting some damage off, but nothing followed through from that. Looks like they're still looking, try and trace some kind of frontal guard. Stiffen was applied to lag, but nothing fully dealt with there.
Yeah, but at this point, I feel like it's just going to be a slow burn for the side of Team Eclipse. They can't really do much anymore. Even if the Corsair chose not to help her teammates and just, have a nice day at the beach with her mermaid abilities, it's pretty much in the bag here. The next time Gorilla is able to get a grab.
He was just burned yet by the Ninja, looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he had to pop that, though, for HP, right?
Yeah, he was losing his health here really quickly.
And there he is. He's already used one of his biggest tools.
Giant's Leap looking out for a knockdown. Chasing, got someone again with the grab. Here comes a full combo grab yet again. We see it all the time. We love to see it.
Just throwing whales at Life Bridge Killer.
Ninja is down for the count there, and Team Anago has won this again. I guess this time my prediction is right that Team Anago is going to win that. I mean, the Berserker was chasing down Arsha. Actually, not just only Berserker. They were all chasing
they're
on
just
Archer. They
gunning
saw
for it.
blood. They're like sharks in the water. We saw the blood chasing after him, and then that was it. Archer knocked out. They have a 3v2 lead there. They're able to kind of capitalize on their team advantage or team member advantage there, where they can make more plays while the team on the enemy side was just like left with less plays they can make because there's only a 2v3 and a Berserker here with a high HP pool where they can play with that a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's difficult for them to come back.
I was really hoping to see more come out from the Archer because I feel like Archer is such a rare class these days in small scale PvP that if you're still on Archer, you are definitely very, very seasoned in the class and you know all the matchups that you have to play in certain positions to keep yourself alive in these situations. But it just seems like maybe Archibald was not having his day-to-day, or they just locked in on the side of Inago and just found all these openings on him and was able to take him down very quickly every single time.
I think, in terms of a smaller arena to play, I mean, the only thing that's closest to that would actually help them would be Castle Ruins, the RBF map. That one has a lot of terrain where they can kind of maneuver and also kind of posture up on the top, shooting down and just launching attacks from there. So they can kind of get in and out and get away because they have a lot of ways to kind of maneuver the obstacles and get away from that line of sight from the Berserker. But in this match here, it's just like there's two obstacles you got to watch for, and you're just like, okay, well, if I'm over there, I can make a mental note of it being there and just kind of find a way to get you quickly. And the Archer, obviously, there's no way for them to kind of breathe and make some kind of good play there. But like I said, there are people that made to this grand finals there. They know their team. They know how to play their class. So, don't feel too bad. You did great. You made it here. You did your best you could, but it's just the matchup wasn't right for you. Wasn't good for you. If you had like a team, maybe a striker, a shy, someone that can kind of soak up damage. Even a warrior would be good there. Warrior has a shield bash, which kind of allows you to get some DP buffs for your team. That would at least help take off some of the pressure. Especially if the Berserker is running at you, the Warrior can just grab and follow with Armor Break, which allows you to kind of follow with a knockback from your long range knockback and also follow with more damage because Armor Break takes off I believe it's like 15 DP. Plus, if you have your skill add-ons, like an extra 10 DP. So it allows you to kind of do a nice stack right there. Just shred his DP and unleash havoc on his HP. But unfortunately, there was nothing that really allowed them to kind of capitalize on the situation. They just got melted immediately when he came out of the match. Archer was just dealt a bad hand of cards there. I mean, nothing they can do there.
I feel like, Team Inago definitely deserved this win. They played so methodically and they were just hyper aggressive the whole time, just giving no breathing room to the side of Eclipse. And that's just what you saw on the screen. They were able to take it 3-0, I think, right?
I think
just
3
straight
zip
up,
there,
3-0, and it was just no problem. Quick work.
I mean, like I said, you want as a Berserker or any kind of class that you're able to provide a good amount of utility. Berserker has the utility of being a grab and also being a frontal guard, kind of a frontal guardian. You want to be able to have someone to kind of take all that damage for you. Being in their face, running at them, scaring the crap out of them, like, oh my god, we gotta run away because he's gonna grab us, is a good way because it makes you have the reposition constantly, which burns your stamina, which also makes it so you can't really, dodge a lot. And also, it locks down kind of like the way you play mentally because you're like, okay, I gotta be aware about this guy here. He's running towards me. I gotta make sure that he doesn't catch me. If he catches me, my team's gonna have a hard time getting him off me. It also allows the enemy team to kind of focus damage on me. So if I have no V, if I'm not strong enough to take damage like a striker, a warrior, a Valkyrie, those kind of classes there, then I'm just going to get melted. And like I said, Archer is not the class you want to be like in your face playing. You want to be kind of from the mid-range to long-range playing from afar. But if there's no way for you to do that and you're just sat there running on the map trying to get away. He's like I said, he was dodging constantly, burning his stamina.
That was his whole time there,
Yeah, he's like, what can I do? I'm dodging, burning stamina, running away, and next thing you know, I have no more stamina. Now I'm just jumping around trying to get away, the jump of shame, as we call it. And unfortunately, that's what happened. Each time it just got blown apart. But, they tried his best. Props to him for doing his best there. I mean...
And I think we're just going to go ahead and hop over to the brackets here. Congratulations to Team Inago for pulling ahead to the semifinals with this win that they secured here. Hopefully they'll find some more fierce opposition in the next round when we do get to semis.
Love to see it. Hope we can see here some awesome gameplay from the, remaining team.
And GM Dennis, if we're able to toss up the brackets to see the updated teams, we do have Team Inago locking in that first slot of the semifinalists from the right side of the bracket, and we have one more spot. It's going to be Outer Heaven versus BSV. Let's go ahead and move into the team compositions we have on both sides.
I wonder what BSV means. We got
Black
a
Spirit.
Nova, a Sage, and a Valkyrie. For Outer Haven, on BSC, we have a Wusa, a Valkyrie, and a Hashashin. So, Nova is really fast. People have been telling me about this. Like, yo, Nova is extremely fast. Fast, also tanky. Okay, we got Sage, we saw in I think our NA tournament, Sage was just like obliterating on the quarterfinals. The round of 16, obliterating people. We saw one Sage like nuke 2 people, killing them immediately. I was like, what just happened? I'm not sure what happened. I was confused. We need to take a replay of that because we were just like, whoa, that happened so quickly.
Yeah.
But we also have Valkyrie. Valkyrie has a good amount of utility for a team as well too. But they also have utility on the enemy team as well for BSV versus Outer Haven. So, I mean, this is going to be quite a match here. I feel like, having a nice tankier setup may help them out here. But, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm really looking onto the side of Outer Heaven here to really take the match here because, as you said, with the Nova, especially on a skill Nova, this is one of those classes where it really levels up depending on the skill of the player or the adventurer who's going to be piloting the class. So this class can go from very, very impactful to just the most oppressive thing you're fighting because they have so many options. They have a vacuum, they've got a ranged grab, and in the awakened form, this class is just so damn fast.
Oh, yes.
You blink even for 1 second, and this class is behind you.
I mean, and like for a Nova here, this also means that the pressure for like Wusa and Hashashin is on. Valkyrie can take some hits. It's like a warrior, it can take hits.
Yep.
But those 2 classes cannot take that much damage here. So it's going to allow the Nova to kind of chase someone down and allow a team to get some nice openings up and do some damage there. But we got to see what happens here. I mean, this is going to be a pretty good fight. I feel like it's going to be kind of a time kind of game where it's going to run out of time quite a bit because we got 2.
Just Valkyrie's just holding it down there, right?
Holding him down in that game. But we got to see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, so I guess for this match coming up here, I do have my money on Outer Heaven myself. Just seeing this Nova, it's just the aura that this class has is just so threatening.
Yeah.
Just standing there with the tall, fridge-like shield, and then being able to just switch into the I forgot their awakening weapon. It is
it's like I forgot as well too. I'm not good with names.
But the needle, anyways. Just being able to dash around and just really open up the team. I think this Nova is going to be very pivotal in this fight here. The Sage is probably going to be able to hold down the mid fight with his abilities. I think if it is Succession Sage, he'll be able to dump huge amounts of damage onto the enemy squad as well. So I'm looking for Outer Heaven on this match.
And me too. I think Outer Heaven is going to take the cake, but I was wrong once, but then again, I was also right once too. So this is a tiebreaker for me to see what's going to happen here.
Let's hop in match to see what's going on.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to see what happens here. Got a nice, beautiful
clear day today on Arena of Arsha.
There's no damage, no one's
no overcast, just very clear day, perfect day for killing.
There's war, exactly.
Okay, and actually it looks like
Sage
the
running
Nova is going to be on the Succession build here, so more so playing the rock for her team here. We have the Sage rocking that awakening spec as well.
Yeah.
So just being able to pressure the enemy squad with his grab and being a huge presence in that mid fight here. Right now we just have a whole bunch of trades here going down in the middle.
Down, looking for a nice CC, can't really make it.
Now if you see on the side of BSV, the Wusa Petro Rhodes has already used his E-buff, so he's going to want to be pressuring them a lot with his damage here. Let's see if he's able to find anything, though.
No cap position right now. There's no CCs going out, too, which is surprising. It looks like they're holding more to their shields and kind of holding them to the back, trying to avoid CCs. Definitely want to avoid being knocked down at this point here, especially with the Sage awakening, does a lot of damage the last game before, so... Oh, wait, knock up from the Sage here. Got the Valkyrie looking for some damage down here.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how these Valks are going to set each other apart here to see who's going to be able to provide more value for the team. As we see from Suzuka Fields here, he's just trying his best to just get in there, fish for CCs, and then reset back to his block once he's done his knockdown with the ground slam.
But look at all the HP right now. Like I said before, I think this may be a game of time here because it's just they're both really tanky. They got Valkyrie on both of the teams. Valkyrie has a good amount of utility right there. It's going to allow them to kind of stay in the game a bit longer
Ooh,
here.
That vacuum is
Finding
looking
out
very menacing coming out from field.
Oh wait, we got almost someone down here.
Yeah.
Sashin's taking
Sashin
a lot of
had
damage
to
there,
force a V out, just being in that mix right there, taking so much damage from the
but
side
he just
of
got sniffed
Outer
out. Looks like it from the corner, but
He's still alive right now. He's still kicking.
yep. Running back in there, trying to throw out some damage here. Tornado's going out, trying to find a way to be helpful for his team. You know,
Yeah, it's very interesting too, seeing that we have 2 specs coming out from the Valkyries that are right now engaged in a little bit of a 1v1. The Awakened Valkyrie being rocked by Suzuka, and also on the right side, S-Death is playing that Succession Valkyrie.
got 2 E-buffs blown on the Otter Haven at the moment here too, looking for way to capitalize this. But someone's down here. You got the Rusa down.
Big
with
damage
no
going down.
health almost. Both BSV team members are almost dead here. Can they follow up to secure the match win? Looks like it's going to be playing down to a
And
final.
there you go.
There's
The hash
one.
falls over right there, just being stuck in that mixer, not being able to leave, and just being completely destroyed.
There goes that Nova running through, keeping the pressure on as much as you can.
Forcing the V out. I think
I
he beat,
know.
right? On the Wusa?
Yes, looks like maybe 2 here. Never. V was
Yeah,
blown
there you
by
go.
the
They just take the
Valkyrie.
round by HP.
Viva 2 there. I mean, like I said, 2 seconds remain. Time game. There's a lot of tankiness on both teams. But obviously, Outer Heaven has more tankiness. They got a Nova and a Valkyrie.
Just
so
hiding behind the shield there, being
Yeah.
able to survive with almost max. I think at the end there was max health with just 50%. Didn't take a
Yeah.
single point under.
it's an insane amount of health right there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bit difficult for, I think, BSV to kind of take charge here because they have the in your face of both the Nova and the Valkyrie. They have a Valkyrie in their team, sure. Vacuum's gonna be great for them as well too, but it's just too much tankiness right now to blow through.
I think the key here too on both sides of comps is the Valkyrie on the side of Outer Heaven is rocking the Awakening, which has access to the vacuum. But on the side of BSV, the Succession Valkyrie doesn't actually have a vacuum in her kit. It's much more of this just stable rock that it was like it's like slowly just immovable force that's just moving slowly at you. But with the Awakening Val coming out on the side of Outer Heaven, you have so many more options with this, like I guess more so in the back in the days we would call this like a tactical nuke, where she just comes out of the sky and drops on your entire team.
We saw a lot of that actually, just jumping in and
Just
bam.
dropping straight on your team, and also with the vacuum, I think coming through after the 1 minute mark when they had popped both their Vs, they got a huge vacuum on, and that's what actually forced Shashin's V escape, because he just got mixed up in there so much, taking so much damage, and had to leave.
Yeah, he's like, I can't handle this, guys. I gotta bounce. Sorry,
Yeah.
I can't do this.
So let's see. We have the next match coming up here. Let's see if BSV is able to turn this around.
Let's see. Hopefully, we can see some new ways to kind of, I guess, play around this kind of comp here. I mean, this is quite devastating for them to kind of deal with here, but we'll see.
This
Nova
comp
rush
is
again,
so
yet again.
scary.
Yeah, Nova's like, I got this. Don't worry, boys. I'm taking all of his damage here.
Just gonna run in there
I'm the
and
Princess
just
of Calpheon. This is
just
my role here.
be indomitable.
Look at her. She's taking lots of the aggro here, but the team is also not focusing too much on her as well, too.
I think they understand that this is probably not the target you want to go for. Just this massive tower shield in front of your face and not being able to get past her. So they're probably trying to maneuver away.
Yes, I would go for the Sage here, but it's hard. They got both the Nova and the Valkyrie on the enemy team, so it's just very difficult to deal
Yeah,
with
the
that.
Wusa is fishing for that CC, but gets knocked on her back. Has to be immediately.
That's it.
And you see that coming out from the vacuum that has, Suzukana just being able to just draw so much pressure by that vacuum. I think 2 of the teammates on BSV in there, and the Wusa just taking so much damage.
Sage, a nice grab. Follow it
Grab
up.
coming out.
A knock up as well, too.
They're going for the hash
and
again.
a CC air smash, but no complete kill from
Yeah,
that
they
one.
had
That's
to be. They had to
surprising.
be that.
Yeah, that was too much for that.
Oh, and it looks like he got sniffed.
What
Wait,
in the
but
world?
the
And
Sage
the constriction.
fails so hard
A
there.
knock 3CC into another down smash. Is he going to complete
He might
this?
have to V himself here, taking a huge damage from the Hashashin.
Covered here. That was crazy. He sniffed him. It's like, oh.
That
the
was a little
tables have
silly. That
turned.
was a little silly.
The tables have turned. on
I
that.
think the side of Outer Heaven just thought that the Sage was being probably able to blow up the Hashashin after finding him there, but he just failed and then hit the Arcanum button twice.
Yeah.
Did no damage, and the Hashashin almost turned things on his head there. They do take out the Wusa here. There's just too much pressure on the middle of the fight.
Yeah,
I imagine that the Wusa was just in there trying to fish for CCs with her Rainstorm, not being able to do it.
That fight was hilarious. He was like, call ambulance, but not for me. That was insane.
Yeah, a little bit of egg on the face for the Sage, but this still ends up working out here. Now he's just being able to play the outer ring of the fight and just toss in abilities here. Massive damage coming out.
Damage here. Sage just unleash lightning storm on that, destroy.
Force the V out of the Succession Valkyrie, and it's looking pretty bleak here.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna find her soon.
Same spot, but nope, they didn't sniff him out this time. But here
they're just on both sides, left side, right side. Well, you can't go anywhere.
You're stuck, rocking a hard place, but you're rocking between two adventures, I guess.
Okay, let's see if she's able to at least live for a little bit longer to get those E-buffs timers ticking for her team.
Yep, looks like she's keeping it on there, holding that shield, trying to make sure there's no knockdown, no damage taken here.
Oh, actually pressuring the Sage a little bit, forcing him back a little bit.
Oh, nice grab. Wait a second.
And there he is on his back as well.
And then there, wait, got back up again, recovering from that
so
situation.
tanky.
Crazy. Healing up as well too.
The vacuum, you see the vacuum is just so impactful.
Knock up, and there it was. Insane play right there. I mean, wow.
Yeah, I want to say the cornerstone of the team right here coming out from Outer Haven is definitely going to have to be this Suzuka feel on the Awakened Valkyrie. Both rounds just getting some very, very key cooldowns to come out from BSV, whether it be a V or just having them panic because they're being vacuumed. Not much they can do about that, and the round goes to Outer Heaven. It's going to be 2-0 on this round.
Definitely hard for that. I mean, I still find it hilarious. We saw the Hash and Sage thing. It was just like, he sniffed him out, but he's like, "Oh yeah, he's not for me," because he just obliterated.
He just turned. I mean, I guess they were both a little surprised.
Yeah,
one
like,
side.
Wait a second. I thought it was gonna be me killing you, not you killing me. I'm like, yeah, well, that was crazy.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit taken aback about how easy it was to find the Hashashin, that he forgot how to do his combos.
Exactly.
And that ended up almost costing him his life.
Exactly.
So we have our next round ready to go. Let's see if BSV has anything to do.
Let's see what we got, man. I mean, they gotta make this back. It's 2-0 right now. This is the final match if they don't pull out from the depths of this right here. No pun intended, Pearl.
So I've noticed that in this tournament so far that we're seeing a lot of Wusa being played. This Wusa's immediately going to be stunned though.
Here.
He's just staying there, just taking punishment as he's stunned. Throws out a little bit of stun of his own, but doesn't find anybody thrown on his back right now.
Just grabbed him immediately right there.
But the Sage, he's kind of choking though. He's kind of choking. He's just dropping his combos.
In the wrong direction.
Yeah, just on the wrong side of the world, just missing his abilities. The CC is definitely there though, so they're pressuring the side of BSV very, very hard.
Wusa did make a full recovery here, which is good to see. Looking for some damage here, but he's still playing in the middle of all that damage.
Okay, we're seeing some signs of life coming out from BSV. They got the Sage quite low. See if they can force him any more before he resets his health bar. Doesn't seem like it, and he's going to shield back to his team.
Wusa's still chasing after him right now, looking for some kind of knock up into her.
Float coming out from the
going to follow with that, but no fall. Oh, wait. Someone's on the ground here.
Okay, let's see if they can do anything about this. But it seems like the side of Outer Heaven just have this Valkyrie doing anything she wants, going wherever she wants. Knocks Wusa back down. Not able to finish her up.
Nothing is being fully finished here, which is good to see. Maybe BSC may come out on top
but
here.
If you notice that on the side of BSV, they have already popped both of their E-buffs. So once this attack boost is down from the side of BSV, I think it's going to be very tricky for them, as Outer Haven has not used any of their heavy resource yet. The Sage is taking a little bit of damage here, but I don't think that he's going to have to be. He can definitely get up and just reset right here. You can see that this Wusa, we've seen many Wusas today, just come in with that ability where she just has like a massive ring around her, trying to get the CC.
It is full SA too as well, so she's playing what she can do, trying to show some damage here, but nothing is being full, unfortunately.
Doing a little bit of a cloud step.
In the corner there.
Okay, let's see it.
Sage is trying to burst out some damage here, taking heavy damage in return as well. But wait, that's the marker of the 1 minute mark. Sorry, guys. 50% mark for both teams here.
Things are about to get very, very much heated. I assume that the side of Outer Heaven is going to call for them to all just pop their E-buff soon. There you go. Sage is already E-buff.
Sage is ready to go.
Used his reset already, using all his cooldowns. He's thinking that this is probably going to be the last round in the match, so he's going to want to use everything. Now, we have to watch the Sage because he did E-buff, but he also did reset his cooldown, so he's going on full offensive mode. Once that E-buff ends, there he goes. There's the second E-buff immedially right away.
Lightning Storm on all of them right there. V
just
was
dumping damage, fishing for anything.
Right now, it's 25 seconds left on the clock. They got to burn some damage. If the BSV can kill one person, they can get another secure.
Dangerously low, though. I think they're going to kill him right here. There we go.
There it is. Wusa's taken out by the Valkyrie. Here we go. I mean, What
it's
we can see
just
here,
insurmountable.
crazy
We
damage.
have this Nova taking 0 damage. You're
Yeah.
gonna try to avoid her, try to ignore her, but she's
like a walking
raining.
wall.
Yeah, she's just raining down damage with that demon.
There it is. Out of heaven or out of he is taking out, taking a win here, 3-0. I mean, like I said, we have two very tanky people versing the other enemy team, which is not as tanky. Play that in a way of like just HP a time limit here, and so that ended that. I mean, Out of Heaven.
And I
did really good there.
I think Outer Heaven really just played to their strengths. They know that they have this very, very tanky comp, so the Sage is just able to do whatever he pleases.
Yep.
And the Nova just doing her job, maybe not getting the most CCs, but I'm not not the most familiar with the Nova's kit, but I believe he was probably just sending anything he could from the sides, maybe fishing for stuff. But again, once we see this Valkyrie come out from Shizuka Fields.
Yeah.
Sorry, that name is tripping me up the whole time. But once we see this vacuum come out, he's usually getting 2 people in it. And one person is always going to be forced to be. Just because while you're stuck in that vacuum, you're taking so much damage from the Sage that you have to do something about it.
Yeah, and then with the Nova, she has her summons that can also do some stuns or stiffens.
Yeah.
So it does play a role. And it also, I believe, they do some debuffs as well, too. So it
Some
helps
DP
out
downs
as well.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So it's definitely going to help you, pepper on some damage here. The Sage is just free reign. Got 2 bodyguards like, hey, I got you. Just take my right arm, my left arm. All right, I'm going to walk in there and do all the damage I can. And next thing you know, we're just getting blown up from that, which is really helpful for them.
Yeah.
But
and
I mean,
it seems like, I don't know, it just seems like on the side of BSV, like at first we saw the assassin being very much focused by the side of Outer Heaven, but as the match progressed, they just recognized that the Wusa is also quite free and we can just dogpile on her and throw everything on her because as we've seen from previous rounds as well, just like I mentioned earlier, the Wusa's main goal is just to get these hard stuns from her her circular rain cloud ability.
Yes.
Probably gonna have to figure out what that name is for that skill.
Circular rain cloud ability, it's a full-on SA actually.
It is for her, but when she goes in for that, she's in a really bad spot if she's not getting anything after.
She just runs in there, and then we saw that one gameplay just now. She stood in the middle, and I was like, wait, hold on a second, what are you doing? Yeah. And then she took a heavy amount of damage there and backed out, and then next you know,
it was just too late. Got grabbed and then blown up on the spot.
Over that point. I mean, but Musa has a good amount of kit too. Now, if it was Awakening Musa, it's a bit difficult to kind of throw out your abilities, of course.
Definitely more difficult to make it work there.
Yeah, Suck Musa definitely has a good amount of kit for knocking back people and kind of getting your opponent kind of some distance between you and your opponent. But it wasn't done a lot from what I saw there. I didn't see enough cloud bursts going out there.
Focused down.
Yeah. But, I mean, like I said, we have 2 classes that are kind of being in your face, the Nova and the Valkyrie, so it allows you to kind of, it allows them to kind of stop you from doing any kind of big plays you want to do with your team, which is what happened there, unfortunately. I mean, Nova and Valkyrie running at you, crashing down with the Valkyries, going up, crashing down. It's like,
yeah. I mean, the Sage is getting a little bit of the action there, too. Just with him on that last run, especially once he realized that the team from BSV was just a leg down, he just immediately pops all his buffs, has his E-buff for a full 30 seconds there, just has no fear and just goes in.
Goes in, grabs someone, throws him down, full on. But that was funny. He grabbed that person. He grabbed, I think it was either the Valkyrie or maybe it was
I think it was a
Hash.
Wusa. I think it was a Wusa.
Okay.
And I think it was a Hash again.
Okay.
You know, just a little bit nervous around the Hashashin and just throws all his damage on the wrong side.
I was like, wrong location. You're shooting this way. He's over there. What are you doing?
Yeah. So, anyways, congratulations to Outer Heaven for being the last team to join
guys.
us in the semifinals. If we can throw up the bracket really quickly to see who we have. We have QWER, Goblin, and Team Anago and Outer Heaven joining us from the quarterfinals in the semifinals. We are going to go to a very quick 5-minute break, so don't go anywhere.
10-minute break,
10-minute break, you know, so.
Luxury, I guess.
Yeah, just, go to the restroom really quick, get some water, get some snacks, and we'll be back for the semifinals just after that.
That'd be great. Looking forward to see who's going to win here, actually. I mean.
Yeah, we definitely have some very, very interesting team comps coming out from Asia, so I'm kind of. It's kind of hard to call these fights just because in these type of fights it's not as clear cut as it is for the other region. Maybe NA and EU have these more grounded compositions where they have a very, very clear front to back goal with what they want to do. So it's been very interesting seeing how they make these like really quirky team comps work on the side of Asia.
Yeah, I feel like in NA that wouldn't really work out too well because NA kind of plays, NA and even EU play more kind of traditional, your DPS, your tank, your utility. It's just kind of like, hey, we're just going full send DPS. But this time we saw like kind of like I would say a bruiser, a tank, and then
Like
DPS.
sometimes we even have 2 assassins. It's
Yeah.
just instead of the Wild Wild West, it's just the Wild Wild East. You know, it's like you don't know.
Exactly.
You don't know what anyone's doing in the game. You don't even know what your teammates are up to. Everyone for themselves. You know, it's just chaotic out there. But anyways, we're gonna hop into this break, and we'll see you guys right after.
Yep. Looking forward to the next matchups.
Yep. Welcome back,
again.
everyone. I hope everyone had a really good break there. Maybe you're snacking on something right now and
Yeah.
ready for these semifinal matches. And let's go ahead and pop back into the action really quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. So, if we can pull up the bracket really quickly, just to give everyone a little refresher on what we're working with here, we do have QWER going up against Goblin in our first match here. Now, just to give everyone a quick refresher on this match, we do have some very, very interesting team comps coming out from both sides. So we do have kind of like, I guess, let's just go out and say it outright. We don't have a tank coming out from any of these teams, which is fine. I guess, right? If you know you're playing on equal ground here. I think what we have to really look out for here is the side of Goblin. We did see in the quarterfinals that Pro F was just being pressured immensely by the enemy squad. Now, I'm not sure if that was just
first in, first out.
Yeah, it's just he'll pop in there and be erased immediately.
Yeah.
And then he'll just have to call on his big brother Square Dancer to bring home the dub. But I want to see a little bit more coming out from the Dosa here. Maybe he does have something up his sleeve in this semifinals that he can show us. On the side of QWER, we also have, I think we might have to pay a little bit more attention to the Scholar. I know that the Scholar has just been in the middle of the fight, dropping all her skills. I'm pretty sure she is laying down the damage, and with that heal debuff on her abilities, it might actually prove to be quite effective against the side of Goblin, because the only person that can really, get that huge healing going on is Square Dancer. But of course, they have their potions running as well. So we'll see if that actually makes a difference here in chipping away at their health totals.
Yeah, I think like for the Scholar, like during her match, she kind of just walked up, like, I guess living up to her name, John Cena. You can't see me.
That's a wild name for a Scholar.
Just walked up there. It's like, you can't see me, doing all the damage she can, jumping around. They're like, oh, there she is. And next you know, just gets away again. So she's gonna be, I think she's gonna be the person on our team who's gonna kind of bring her that win. We gotta see that. I mean, there's still Square Dancer on that team, which
I feel like Square Dancer, like you said, is gonna be the player to watch here in this match. It's just dropping so much damage on the enemy team, as we've seen in the quarterfinal match. Just really annoying from the back. They're just being able to throw all these abilities for free. I'm pretty sure QWER was watching the match from the sidelines, just on the official stream, and they know that Square Dancer is going to be very, very priority for them to take out. So maybe Pro F will have some sort of space to maneuver now that a lot of the heat's going to be taken off his back and more so onto the Megus. Who do you got here, Ash?
Ooh, I mean, this is really tough here. Honestly, I don't really know. It's a toss. If I have a coin, I would flip a coin and just go with that.
You can't. It's going to land on the spine. You can't toss a coin.
It's going to land in the middle.
Yeah. So you got to pick.
I'm going to go with QWER. I feel like if the Ninja can get a nice opening on the Megu, then that's probably going to be a good amount of damage just dealt from that back attack. But
yeah, because we do have to remember that she is rocking that succession spec. So unlike the Awakened Megu spec, where it just really becomes 100, like she 180s you and then she's the one, like it's like the reverse, where you block jump her, but then she actually block jumps you after.
Yeah.
So there's not that scary threat coming out from the succession Megu. I would say just if you're going to be playing the Ninja from QWER, just go ahead and jump in there and throw your block jump out, see if you can grab someone. If it's a clone, it's a clone, but I mean, you got to try it, yeah.
Do we can. I mean, one thing I'm just worried about, I'm like Pro F, you know that people have seen you play and they've seen that you are kind of an easy target. Try to switch it up in this match here, where you can kind of throw the enemy team off and say, hey, last match was a fluke. I'm ready to go. So I guess flip the script, Don't allow you to get knocked out immediately. They'll be the first one in and first one out kind of situation here, But hopefully, I mean, I'm quite sure I'm going to see a nice match between both of them here. I'm just hoping that maybe people are watching the stream here on on each team and seeing what they can do and learn from both their own gameplay and both the enemy team's gameplay as well too. Because we all know Square Dance is pretty good. We all know Pro F has been taking a lot of damage a lot lately, and Hash, he's been around the corner, he's been around.
So I think I'm going to put my eggs in one basket here and give it to Goblin. I am a Waken Megu enjoyer, but we do love our Succession Sisters as well. So I will put my faith in Square Dancer and see that, they'll bring this home for us. I do want to see if I can be proven wrong, though. Maybe the Wusa can prove me wrong.
I was proven wrong myself, too, so you never know.
Yeah. What about you, Ash?
I think I'm going to give a shot and say KWR is going to take the win here. I mean, I feel that they may be able to kind of regroup themselves and get the Megu and take them down, but that's just how I feel. As we know, the first match, I was wrong. I thought, well, hey, Berserker, easy win. Unfortunately, AOA, there's a lot of surprises here, so we can see that it's a toss-up. You never know what can happen here. Who's going to play the best? Who's going to make a mistake? We saw last game that the stage grabbed the Hash, and then he's looked behind himself and attacked from the wrong angle. We were like, what just happened there? So, I mean, that happens. So, you never know what's going to happen here, too.
Yeah, I think the Sage is not going to let you go easy on that one. You just keep on picking on him for those fails. But
to me, I was just like, what was going on?
It's a little embarrassing. Hopefully, he's, collecting himself, getting ready for the next round of matches to come. But yeah, I feel like maybe we can see something interesting coming out from the teams here. I'm excited to see a good match. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. Oh, there we go.
Well, there goes the ninja, ready to go. Oh,
looks like we have a little bit of hiccup, but we'll hop back into the action in just a moment here.
No way, here we go, guys.
Yeah, just a little bit more about the matchup here. I feel like we definitely want to see what the Dosa is going to be capable of, so maybe we can have a little bit of a spotlight for them coming up here.
Smoke screen right now, looking for a way to kind of engage from the sideline here.
Yeah,
sneaking behind the enemy lines here, looking for this. Looking for it appears to.
I feel like this is this has to be something that is discussed before, where they just say, you know what, we're gonna let Cry stay in stealth. He can just chill in there and look for an opening.
Pro F again, just running in. He's doing his best here. He's not going down first though, which is great to see. He's doing.
Yeah, he's actually getting in there with a lot of his abilities.
Yeah, it looks like the Wusa on QWR is taking heavy damage here. 20% HP left.
Looks like Pro F is actually hunting the Hash here. Or actually, wait, I am lost. They are on the same team. They're just regrouping together.
John Cena is down for the count right there.
Two of them down in the back on the side of QWER.
Yeah,
the
John
Cena
just
doing work.
beat out. He got knocked up into re-CC stun with an air smash, which was what happened there. John Cena comes back in on the Dosa. I mean, sorry about that one. He's just laying on pressure, trying to regroup himself.
He's on his back. Maybe. There we go. The early V is good. The early V is good. We like to see that.
Don't take too much damage. You have a V. You have a lot of time in the match here. Make sure you get as much health as you can.
Yeah, but they're really going to have to come out here. They have to help Square Dancer as they both are V-less. She is going to be taking so much pressure now.
John Cena is jumping around, looking for a target here. So far, nothing is being dealt. As we can see, right behind. Oh, nothing connected still, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're still so far just fishing for anything coming out from both sides of the fight. Not anything too important going on with this mid fight. I think both teams are just kind of gauging each side to see if they can find any openings in the super armor to plug in a little CC there.
Yeah, looks like it's just trading frontal guard SAs at the moment. Nothing getting thrown out too much here.
Square Dancer is dropping very, very low, dangerously low.
He's took a lot of damage here, but he's also trying to retaliate, get some damage off, but he's still getting no breathe room.
Ninja just on her back, forces the V.
There it is right there. John Cena is looking around.
And there we go. The Ninja just sniffs her and finishes her off right after the V, and this is going to be very bad for Goblin.
Oh,
John Cena takes him out.
Pro F. There it is. It's going to be a 3v1 here.
Yeah, so it seems like, contrary to what we believe with the Scholar, she's actually doing a lot of work, applying so much pressure with her AoE abilities.
Well, like I said, she's trying to play John Cena. They can't see her. She's walking in there, running in, just
he's playing a risky game
and
there.
And there it is.
Yeah, you have to remember that as a Hash, when you're hiding in like the tornadoes there where you're playing the Guess Who, you are still able to take damage. So you saw there that the Hash was in a tornado, but his health was chipping away. They were playing a very dangerous game there, and in the end, it just... I mean, it was a little too much, yeah. So yeah, good things that we wanted to highlight from the side of QWER. Looks like the Ninja, was really locked in this round. He saw that Square Dancer was the only person on the side of
the threat.
Yeah, the only person on the side of Goblin that had any sort of like agency, and just honed in on this person.
Yeah, in the beginning of the match, he went smoke screen, kind of hit back, kind of sitting back, looking for a target, stepped around the left-hand side, went back and opened up, and did some damage there. But there wasn't a lot of damage being dealt at the initial stages there, but you're still able to kind of follow up right when the Mega had V'd out, and was able to just kind of capitalize on that and end them at that point, which is amazing, which is what you should do. You should give that Megu no way to breathe. Make sure the Megu can breathe and do as much damage as you can possible. That way she can just sit there and just fall through. Yeah, I think that was probably something that was probably permeating through the comms as they pulled out. They took the 2Vs coming out from Pro F and also the Assassin both being at the same time. I wonder what it was that pulled both their Vs out, but once that was done and dusted, the whole team on the side of QWER focused on Square Dancer and just forced her into a corner and eventually got her. Yeah, it's good to see right there. I mean, like I said, they're watching the stream, which is good to see. They're taking notes. They're seeing how the enemy team play, and they're adapting to that strategy right there, which is good to do, because Square Dancer last time was just free, throwing out damage left and right. We're like, what's going on here? She's having a ton of ways to play, but unfortunately for our previous team, did not win that match because of that. But now we see that they're focusing on the Megu and taking her down. Yeah. Okay, and let's go ahead and hop into this next match. We have everyone ready to go. So let's see if we can have a rebuttal coming out from the side of Goblin. I think they understand as well that the enemy team has found their weaknesses and are kind of exploiting it, so they're going to have to change up their game plan really quickly. Maybe they will try to play a little bit more. This time, Cry rushing straight in, looking for some damage to do here. I guess he just doesn't want to be sneaking around anymore. Well, we got Shut chasing Awusa, chasing the Megu clone. No damage done, of course. Megu is now in the center here, looking for some way to capitalize on some damage here. Nothing going on that they can follow through. Stunned through. Knocked on the ground there. John Cena again walking through, just like, I've got this. Hashashin taking heavy damage here, and so is the Wusa. I'm not even sure how the Wusa took so much damage just now. I just saw the health just drop immediately. Yeah, wow. It seems like the Wusa is actually trying to get in there with a lot of the damage that she has to offer. She does have that one ability that is kind of like a reflect, where she will absorb the hits that is coming her way and be able to pocket it to reflect it back on her opponents. So she's really trying to utilize that skill to get some value out of that damage that's being shoved her way from Goblin's team. It seems like a lot of just neutral fighting happening. Yeah, Cry is rushing in, trying to chase someone down here. It's like chasing the Megu down again. Cry is chasing the Megu here, looking for an opening, but we see Pro F here doing his best to survive. Getting hit from the Scholar. No, he's still taking tons of damage here. He's holding his own here, though. This is really good to see. The guards are happening. The red, I forgot that ability is called, but the red kind of like allows you to absorb some, get some HP from damage dealt, which is really good for him there. Covering himself, getting his footing, I would say here. Still looking for some heavy damage here done. Sadly, nothing is kind of progressing here for that, but Hosh is taking a moment here. Pro Up is still in the middle. He's just it seems like they're just mosh pitting and throwing all their damage onto where the Scholar is. I guess wherever the Scholar is where all the action is being centered on. And health bars dropping extremely low on the side of Goblin. It looks like they took a lot of damage from the ranged abilities on the side of QWER. We're still looking out for a nice play to be opened up by the enemy team here. No one's making a drastic play where they can capitalize on. But we're seeing John Cena taking a lot of damage here at the moment. What could be going on between John Cena? I wonder. I guess they now see a huge opportunity here. The Scholar is just dumping damage on top of Pro F. Is standing there. Gets killed standing up. Had no chance to be. I guess. Both just got killed. They got caught in a massive AoE now. And there we go. It was it was over in a moment after that little skirmish near the gate. Yeah, they got caught, and I guess in a massive AoE and took tons of damage. And next thing you know, they just tried to back whip, but it was too late. They backed away too late. They got to get out of there. There's too much damage being done. They weren't prepared for that at all, honestly. Yeah, and I wonder if the Dosa actually got CC'd there at the gate, or was just
stuck in his own animation and just decided to, sit through it. But he kind of got blown up standing up there. He did not even V and just fell over.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. Like they all stood there as one game. I mean, I guess they were trying to get that damage on one enemy team members, but they were focusing too heavily there, and next they got caught up, and it's just a wrap for them. Good night for them there, but they've got another round to turn this around. I mean, they gotta change up some strategies here. See what they can do. Clearly, we see that the Megu is giving no room to breathe,
which is really
good.
Is
what they want.
They're adapting to what they've seen in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to see who's going to be the difference maker on the side of Goblin here. If Square Dancer is going to be pinned down and not able to just free cast from the back and toss out damage.
They need someone to be able to give her some room to breathe so they can lay out the damage. If nothing's happened like that, then next they're going to keep seeing the same repeat, which is going to be a loss again.
Yeah, and I think ProF has been a little bit more proactive in these fights, trying to throw a little bit more of some CCs getting into the mid-fight with his abilities.
Throwing a lot of AoEs as well, too. We saw tons going out there, and he's peppering the enemy down, which is great to see. He's not dying quickly, which is good. Also good to see. He's staying there long enough to be some use for his team, which is what we want to see as well too. So he's definitely making some improvements there.
But they definitely have to they have to lock in the target right now. Whether they're going to go for the Wusa on just diving in for her when she does the tornado, maybe just trading super armor damage with her and seeing if they can chip her down, or trying to open up on John Cena. I know that the Scholar is pretty much protected a lot in her wind-up abilities, and she's covering a lot of ground with her big swings when she's tossing them out. But we have to see something coming out from Goblin, otherwise it's going to be very, very tough for them to see another round after this.
Yeah, I mean, this is the finals right here, semifinals more so to say. So this is 2-0 so far. This round goes through. It's good night, All
right, let's go ahead and hop into this next round as we have everyone ready.
Let's see what they got. Yeah, QWR is ready. We can see they're just excited. They know that this is the round for them to win. They're ready to do this, but it's also Goblin's turn to turn this around. Can the tables be turned? Let's see what happens. I mean, got Pro running straight at.
Yeah, and I see the Hash is always just going to reset to the side of the gazebo to leave his
John Cena's running in
safe
again.
point. John Cena's like just
complete mosh pit right there. Damage done. Heavy damage.
Yeah, you see this Scholar is just no fear tossing in the huge hits and takes the Wusa down at 50% immediately. Healed up now, but just you see.
Yeah, Wusa uses the bomb skill, most likely to heal that up their health, which is good for them to do. But it's also high skill.
Actually taking Square Dancer down to 50% HP, but it seems like they're resetting a little bit.
Yeah, it's like everything's kind of back to normal here, which is good for them. The game is going to keep going on for quite some time. We want to see some good plays here.
Wow, and it just seems like the Scholar is just sticking on to
knock up into.
Okay, yeah, the Hash is in big trouble here. Dies without V.
There it is, man.
We can't have that. We can't have it. You gotta V. You can't take all that damage and just die without
V. He had a V. I'm not sure. Maybe he thought I got this, but clearly he didn't. The confidence got the better of you there.
Yeah, you definitely have to V in a situation like that. We've been seeing late Vs, but better late than never. You just can't not V at all. That's not it.
Right now we see, I would say both Cry and the Scholar trying to chase out the Megu here. They're giving her no room to breathe, which is, again, the key to victory here.
See, the Scholar is doing a great job at gap closing wherever the Megu is dashing. She's always there ready just to put more pressure on Square Dancer.
Oh, yeah, she's making sure there's no room to breathe here. She's jumping
that
around.
Huge hammer jumping from the sky.
Wow, that was massive right there.
Square Dancer is actually doesn't have a V, so I think the side of QWER has identified that she is vulnerable and are just sending damage over her way.
Oh, that's like someone got CC'd there.
Recovered from it. Big trouble right now.
Just happened now. Oh,
I think this might be a 3-0 for QWER. I think the players on the side of Goblin are not exactly locked in right now. Two of them died standing and or just not without, Ving. It's just a little bit egregious.
Yeah, this is one thing I did not expect to be a 3-0, but like I said, I thought QWR was going to be the one to win this one here, and I guess they are.
Yeah, they're showing their experience coming out right here with what they've seen in those quarterfinals and using it against Goblin in this match right here.
Couple ninjas running around trying to chase him down as well too.
I'm kind of envious of this ninja. I used to play some such a ninja myself, and it always feels like that. Have you seen that one meme where the guy was just like dabbing the sweat off his brow as he was playing like 500 APM a moment, like a second. But it seems like it's been a pretty chill life for the ninja here, just able to chill and stealth.
Yeah, we see Megu here running back forward and Phosphorus Clone just I guess, juking the enemy constantly.
She's holding her own
peppering
right
them.
now, but
But
as you can see, the pressure is so insurmountable. She's not able to hold any of her abilities for more than just a
10
second.
seconds left on the clock here. There's no way that she can at least do some massive nuke. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good night for Goblin right here.
Yeah, very
So
admirable attempt, but as you said, QWR is going to close things out with them. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. AOA is pretty much a kind of a tournament where you don't know what's going to happen. Things are just sporadic. You never know. One team can get annihilated. Next you know, I'm like, wait a second. I thought they were going to do really good, but next you know, just not working out for them. QWR did really well there. I mean, they capitalized on keeping the Megu at bay, giving her no way to breathe and do some damage, which helped secure victory. I'm guessing they saw the stream was like, okay, the Mega clearly was a threat here.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and make sure she's definitely out the game immediately, which is the Ninja and both the Scholar did a lot. They were kind of tracking her down, making sure she cannot get away. And next you know, she just kept falling. And then Pro F definitely upped his game. We saw before last game, he was
signs of life for sure.
Yeah, he did his best. He threw out AoEs, giving his team a lot of utility there. But unfortunately, there's too much damage there.
I think honestly, the Scholar might have just held it down for them so rock solid in this team fight. Just being able to stand there, cast abilities in the middle of the fight, no fear, and as you saw in that last round, they're just full chasing the Mego around the map.
Like I said, they just can't see him. They're just like, they can't see me, and just walked up in there. Just
John Cena, just invisible. I guess he's the one actually playing for himself, huh?
Yeah, looks like it, man. I mean, I didn't know he was playing the game, but clearly he's a fan of the game as well too.
Yeah,
amazing to see there.
So, yeah, congratulations to QWR. If we can pull up the brackets to see the little update that we have here. They're going to be moving on to the grand finals here. Once again, I feel like I've been harping on this the whole tournament, but very, very interesting team comp that we have here.
Yes.
They don't have a tank, but it looks like, I guess, Asia just doesn't need a tank in their team comp. I'm struggling to see what cornerstone that we have here, because it seems it's like very round around who's going to be pulling off the moves here. We saw that in the previous matches that Cry was able to just lock down a team on the enemy side with a lot of his pressure coming out from stealth and just being able to open up on them. But in this match here, I feel like John Cena is just, just too much for the enemy team to handle. He's just always on their tail, always pressuring their squishy targets.
Yeah, I think Cry did a really good job too. Like like I said before, in the beginning of matches, he was kind of at first was going to the left side trying to look for that Megu. And next thing you know, that at that last match, he ran straight across the battlefield before anyone else and just jumped on it. I was like, whoa, okay, Ninja playing hella aggressive quickly right there. Normally you wouldn't see Ninja just rushing in a 3v1 scenario, but he was really confident. They're up 2-0 at this point, so clearly they have some kind of, I guess, weight to throw around. Yeah. But this next matchup is going to be pretty interesting as well too, right? Yeah, we have Team Anago coming out with their comp is also, I think this is one of the more grounded comps that we have here. Team Anago is going to be rocking that Corsair. This is going to be a Succession Ninja, as you saw from the last match, really making a difference between both of the specs. We have the Gorilla Dunk is going to be on Succession Berserker, just this very staple pick in Arena of Arsha. Just reliable damage, high damage, high speed as well. Yeah, you have an extension on the grab as well, so just being able to hold the enemy there while your teammates wail on them. And on the side of Outer Haven, I don't think this is going to be an easy match for them, because you see these two people that we've been, talking about in the last few games. We have Dunking on the Nova. Succession Nova is just so grounded, able to just be a rock for his team. They're super, super indomitable with the, was it an ice demon or just normal demon? Some sort of demon. It's like ice summons usually. Yeah, so just raining down CC, having the stiffs come out from every which way, while also being safe himself. But the thing about this class is it's very, very immobile. So maybe the Berserker can get in there and land a grab on Dunking and really force Outer Heaven to be a little bit more panicked in their play. Well, Nova's a really fast class. Depending on if our shield is like aligned perfectly, she runs really quickly across the battlefield. That's one thing that she does have that beeline capability. But I think with the Succession playstyle, especially once you have your tower shield up in that Q block, it's going to be kind of scary for her to be able to play that. Of course, we do have Suzuka feel on the Awakened Valk
We've seen this person be so pivotal in the matches that we had leading up to this, just with that vacuum changing the fight completely, forcing multiple Vs from her CC. I'm probably going to be rooting for this team coming out from Outer Heaven. Just I don't see how they're going to be able to break this formation from them. They don't have the highest damage. The Sage is not your typical like bomb type of damage. Much more of a bruiser in the middle of the fight with his lightning prison and also his he's got a lot of mobility. He's got a lot of iframes.
He's got a grab as well too. I mean,
yeah, the range grab is quite deadly. So I would say the damage isn't too high from the side of Outer Heaven, but at the same time they have such a solid team comp that they could just stand there and exist, and it's going to be a lot of problems for Anago to just try to go for any single person on their team just because of that. What do you think is going to happen in this match here?
Well, I mean, I still think like I feel like the Nova and Valkyrie is a really strong combination to have, especially when you have a Berserker that's, we saw last time, he focused on grabbing a lot and exposing the back, so it may prove to be his fallacy there, you know, opening your back constantly, just trying to get off a nice grab is great and all, but like, and they follow up on that, you know, nice opening you give them, then by all means, you know, that's going to be your defeat there. So we got to see what's going to happen here, but I mean, Valkyrie is a really strong class for team play, so this
definitely.
is definitely going to be interesting to see.
So it seems like we have everyone in the lobby ready to start this matchup. So let's go ahead and hop into this round right that we have Team Anago versus Outer Heaven. Let's see who takes it. And I think there might be a little bit of a visual glitch maybe going on with the scores.
Oh, it's going to reset here.
There you go. Okay, I was like, we haven't even started in the 3-0.
Yeah, Shizuka field.
Okay, and we're already out here. Just people sizing each other up.
Just like we got giant stop going on. Looking for a CC. Nothing connecting there. Berserker's chasing down target. Grab the grab again. There goes the full grab, holding it. A full grab combo in there. The team is capitalizing on that, doing some damage here. Heavy damage. Oh, and the Sage is taking tons of damage, but recovering nicely, which is good to see.
Yeah, it seems like he's running more of like a tankier build on the Sage, so he's able to stay in the mid fight there, just not really care too much and just able to do his own damage.
I'm seeing like a trend here with the Berserker. He does Giant's Leap, and then he just goes straight into run, like ferocious charge, just running, looking for a target to grab over and over. So he's looking for a knockdown, running out of target to grab him again over and over and over. They're doing the same thing. There's Giant's Leap again. Jumping around, trying to grab someone, and he's just not getting
you see this Succession Nova is just so indomitable, and they're just holding her ground, not being able to be pressured out of here.
She's like a moving wall, just
it's just so menacing. Looks like they're really fighting onto the Sage here. They've identified that the only target that they can go for is going to be the Sage. Yeah. And that's the one thing that you have to remember about Awakening Sage. He is very flashy with a lot of the movements he has, but at the end of the day, he is going to run out of stamina if he spams everything. So that's definitely going to target they're going to be looking for in this fight right here. I believe that the vacuum should be coming up from Shizuka, so they have to be wary about that as well.
Same thing again. The Berserker is repeating the same exact moveset here. Just
he's staying focused right now. He's just chasing that Sage.
Chase. And where's the jump back? Giant Leap coming up. Up spin right now. Chase again. Looking for a target. Got the grab right now. Wait, the grab. Looks like a miss. What's
just going for that giant leap. It's funny because it's almost comical just seeing this massive Berserker jump up in the sky like 50 feet up, and he's just slowly closing in on this Sage here. And actually, I don't know if Dachi has been always on that Awakening Ninja, but definitely doing tons of damage there.
Obliterate the Sage right there. Nice job. Giant Leap still going out by the Berserker, looking for a knockdown. Nothing caught with that. Searching for a target to grab. He's still up ferociously. No. He's still charging around looking for another target, just running.
Okay, and it looks like, honestly, I feel like Dachi is probably going to be the X factor here coming out from Team Anago, because I don't know if he was on a Succession build earlier, but him being on Awakening right now really allows him to have that same kind of gameplay loop as a Sage. But in his situation, he's much more deadly coming out with that
grab
Serpent's Ascension. He probably has the bond for the float there, so he knocks Dun King on his back, but nothing coming out of it.
Yeah, right now we got the Nova running around trying to chase down the Berserker here. Berserker is
he's just having a jolly old bounce, just bouncing around.
He's a bit of a problem there because he's causing a lot of the I guess kind of mixes up here.
And there we go, just winning by health there.
Yeah, I mean the Berserker's just jumping around, making sure that you cannot go out of your frontal guard, your guard, because it's going to knock you back down. And then the same repeat, running around the map, looking for a grab, trying to get someone locked down immediately. Just the ninja was doing really great too. Sword dance, murders intent, going out, destroyed the Sage.
Yeah, I think that was what
there.
made a difference there, just having Daichi on this Awakened Ninja, because like I said, with his transition stance and his silent step movement, it's very, very reminiscent of the Sage Lightning Surge, I guess, his little dash around.
Yeah.
It's almost the same type of gameplay, but one key thing that we have to remember with the Sage is that very unlike the days of his release where he was just able to stay completely protected in all his movement, being able to just use one of his arcanons to give him frontal guard whenever he appears after a dash. The ninja does have the security of having traditional stance, giving him the forward guard. So as he just moves closer and closer to the Sage, and the Sage is just running out of stam the whole time.
Yeah.
One thing we have to note about the ninja's movement in Awakening that's very different to Succession is that in this Awakening stance, he has so much control over his stamina just because he's forced to wait for the transitional stance to, change forms, and then he can do a silent step again or murderous intent if it's up. So he just has complete stamina control while the Sage is panicking. The Sage is panicking,
like, oh, no,
dashing backwards, using all his abilities, trying to fish something. But as I said, the ninja's in full frontal guard while doing this movement. So all they had to do is really walk the Sage down. They have this berserker just hopping up and down, slowly closing the space while he's just bouncing up and down.
Yeah, because it makes you have to either get away from that or you're knocked down, or you got to just kind of block it. But what they could also do is stun the berserker. Like, he didn't get stunned a lot at all. I feel like he was able to free roam around and just be doing it for free. Like, if I was done, like, okay, I'm either going to stun you and focus on your enemy team, or just...
The thing is, it's so hard to get him while he's using this like giant leaps and also with the lava piercer, because he's just protected while doing these movements. So I'm pretty sure that we saw Shizuka and also the Nova Dunking was... They're trying their best. They're just trying to, cover for the Sage, peeling for him as best they could. But as you saw when the vacuum came out from the Valkyrie, nothing happened. Because they were just protected the whole time, and they just kept on moving forward until the Sage ran out of stam, uses V, and that was that. They cleaned him up.
Shizuka was doing pretty good, trying to, rein the team, but it may be a bit too much. I mean, like, we have, like, on the enemy team, we have, like, we have Valkyrie and Nova, and we have a Sage, right? So the Sage is the damage dealer for the most part here. So they're going to just focus the Sage out, and then we may see another health, win again.
Yeah, and I think that's honestly just going to be the game plan coming out from team with the team that has the Berserker. They're just going to keep on running down this Sage, waiting for his stamina to deplete, and then after that happens, it's just going to be free pickings. Yeah,
we'll see. I mean, it's still early. We got plenty of time here in the round, so
yeah, let's go ahead and hop in and see what happens in this next round here. Let's see if they can adapt and protect their Sage a little better, or is Anago just gonna lock in another easy win after killing the ninja? I mean, after the ninja kills the Sage, and then just waiting for that health to time out.
Berserker running straight in there. Wait, backing up. Never mind. He said, just kidding. Corsair's actually opening from behind here, looking for someone to get a nice back attack.
Yeah, I feel like the Corsair's life here is very easy too, because she can also just kind of play in that same playstyle as a Nova, just really much in the middle of the fight, throwing whales, seeing if she can get any slows off, and maybe some DP downs on some of the targets as she passes by.
Looks like the ninja's trying to find someone. Sword dance to nothing though, unfortunately. Nothing's going on there. Shuriken's going out for a stun. Connection. Daichi just got knocked down for a bit there.
Yeah, it looks like the Sage is actually very much in the middle of the fight. He's playing very, very aggressive this time. Not the same amount of pressure being put on him as the last time. Just being able to cast his abilities. Looks like that grab was so close, but barely missed on him.
Like Daichi's looking
Ninja,
for a
you
nice
see
back
him just
attack
menacing
here.
coming up.
Hey, he's looking for
step.
something.
Just
Sword
fishing for anything, just fishing everything for something.
John stands.
He's stunned in the middle of all that. Daichi's
down.
on his back. Maybe he does have to be here.
Recovered. Nice.
Super confident in his team.
Way too confident for that. But that's good for him. He kept his V so early in the match here, so good keep for them. Shizuka here looking as her Valkyrie to find someone, but no connection or damage here. Looking for a nice down smash, but nothing happened there as well. Knocked up right now. No follow-up from that.
I think she'll be fine, though. Just has so much more peel on the side of the side
Berserker
Outer Heaven.
just recovered from that as well.
Oh, she's on her back again. Maybe they might be able to do something this time. But you see this Ice Demon coming out from the Nova. It's just providing so much value for her team. Once they see that ability coming out, they just have to back up because they can't just jump into that.
Yeah, Valkyrie charge here. Nothing connection here. She's still looking for a play. Berserker just grabbed.
Oh, huge grab coming out here. Let's see if they can capitalize on this right now.
Here. Rock smash into.
You see how low the Sage is getting. The Sage is getting dangerously low.
Yet again comes out the roar, but the roar was on no one.
So close when I grabbed there. So close when I grabbed there. The Sage read it and got the hell out immediately.
Too telegraphed. He like walked up and just, well, I'm going to grab you. We know that. Sorry.
Yeah, but the fact that he's doing it is very much applying pressure to the side of Outer Heaven. They just know that this Berserker is always just going to be beelining for the Sage. Let's see if anything can come up from the Valkyrie here.
Something here.
He did get stunned up, knocked on his back. They might force a V here. And wow, they're just so confident. He just held his V every single time.
60% health left.
Now, if you pay attention to the Sage here, it looks like he did pop all his cooldowns here. He's going to go for a Hail Mary. I'm not sure if his E-buff is still up, but as you can see on the right side, he did pop his E-buff and his reset.
50 seconds
he's sending everything
here too. Right now, it's again going to be an HP match, it seems like.
Oh, it's rough.
Team Anago has pretty much full health.
Yeah, they can just relax. They can just chill back. Once they've done enough damage to Sage, it's no big deal.
Yet again by
He'd be here, but it's over.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be the same thing. That just too much tankiness on enemy team, but the Berserker, he still has a good amount of tankiness himself, so he's just like, I'm going to run in there and grab and try to focus the Sage and knock him down a bit, which has been the same play so far.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any way for the side of Outer Haven to really change things up to see how they can mitigate some of this pressure coming out from the side of Anago, but I don't know. It just seems like they're trying everything they can. Nova is playing close to the Valkyrie, and they're just trying to stay very close to the Sage in terms of trying to help him peel with the Ice Demons. The one path where it's just like an icy blast that comes down. Or the Valk is definitely trying her best to get any sort of CCs off from the side too, but it's just too hard. It seems like the Sage is just getting run down, and once his stamina depletes, they get a little bit of chip damage in there. Maybe he falls on his back a few times, and that's all they need to secure the round.
Well, they had a group huddle saying, all right, guys, the Sage is the one to go for.
Yep.
So we must take out the Sage first, or at least get close to take out the Sage, and then we can focus on the more tankier people, which is a good thing to do because you can then win by HP, which, you know, so far has worked out. It's 2-0, I believe, right now. So the next match would be the final match to determine if, or maybe the final match to determine if they either move on to another match to see if they can make a comeback or if this is a full-on sweep. But you know, they got to play pretty good here. I mean, this is the final match for them. You know?
Yeah. Hopefully we can see some of that coming out from Outer Heaven. I want to see a little bit of adaptations around their positioning, and maybe they can edge this one out to keep themselves alive in this tournament. Let's go ahead and hop in.
Yeah, they got to do better here. Oh, we have a slight... Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Bit confusion there.
Okay, and here we go. We have the people just running in. We have everyone just meeting up in the middle of the battleground.
Got my ninja here kind of creeping around the corner looking for the right target to get. But looks like he did not find his target yet, unfortunately. As we can see, all HP has been maintained here. Sage is just dodging around.
You see the Sage just he's used a lot of his dash already, so he's relying on his abilities to just keep that protection going. He's on the back foot still and immediately capitalized on.
Air smash. Into another
but they did knock down Daichi as well. The ninja's on the ground, so it looks like the peel is coming through from the side of Outer Heaven, trying to peel for his Sage here. Looks like both sides have reset though. The Sage has gone up and the ninja's good as well.
Ninja sword dance went to nowhere, unfortunately for them. Block jump, but no connection as well too. He got close to him. Nova is looking for a target here. Still in the face, running at them.
Oh, Dunking actually got CC there. Totally fine though.
Yeah, he's like, this is cool. I'll brush it off. Don't worry.
Yeah, I feel like the side of Nago is just, whenever they see the CC going down on the Nova, they're just like, you know what? It's not worth our time.
Yeah,
probably can't kill them anyways.
Let's focus on the Sage here,
guys.
let's
just keep on going for who we want to go for. And yeah, as we see here, the ninja's taking kind of a little bit of too much damage and there has to get out.
Oh, full on grab by the Berserker here as well. Looks like it. Full combo yet again. The same old tried and true is working out for him. Keeping one enemy person locked down.
Oh, the Sage is taking a lot of chip damage while he's trying to super armor trade these targets in there. I think the side of Outer Heaven has realized that the Team Onago is just going to go for the Sage and see if they can edge out the win by health, whether or not they kill him. So they're trying their best to also, trade blows with them to see if they can take some of that health down. We're closing in on the 1 minute mark now, so all the health bars should be equalized, and I'm kind of curious to see how the Sage will play in this 50% max HP scenario, because that's exactly what I think the Onago wants to do. They just want to get to under a minute and then just run it down with the HP.
Shizuka's taking heavy damage here as well. But like you said before, right now it's 50% HP across the board here. Nova's looking for some target to get. No connection here yet. Wait. Still chasing him down, trying to find. We got knocked down by Daichi
Ninja's getting awfully low,
Ninja's,
though.
yeah, taking heavy damage here, trying his best to survive here and get back into battle.
He did just E-buff, though, so he is back to full health. He is totally fine, chilling, has that E-buff going. Dunking is going to try to fish for any type of CC that he can. Yeah. Zerker's got someone in his hands right now. Let's see.
Is he going to capitalize on this here? Maybe not.
I think he forced out the B coming out from the Sage. The Sage is forced to be there.
Right now, 10 seconds left on the clock here. Out of heaven, maybe down again. It's straight up health win. Or maybe that was close. It got right at the end. It went like 50%, I believe, and then it just dropped again. So
yeah,
very close match for them. Obviously, I mean, they did their best here, but HP was the deciding factor overall for this match, just like it.
And I would say that I would have hoped for more exciting kills to come out.
Decisive battles, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they're doing what they had to do to lock down the win, so you can't really blame them. The side of Onago, they know what they need to do to win.
A win's a win, man. Exactly. That's all I'm looking at. Like, if it's a win, I'm taking a win. This is a tournament, lots of them on the line, permanent Arsha, glorious escape for first place, and a lot of pearls in the first, second, third, and you got some in the fourth place.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, and I feel like they were playing to their win con all 3 rounds. They had not lost sight of their goal since the game started between both of these teams. Really able to lock down the Sage on all rounds there, forcing his stamina. Even on the last one, I feel like maybe on the last one they had a little bit of a different game plan coming in from the side of Outer Heaven. The Sage, knowing that he is becoming the target, has become a little bit more proactive and trying to use his ability more so to apply damage to the enemy team instead of just straight up running away. But at the end of the day, once you get caught once, the damage you're taking is just so immense that it might not be repairable.
Yeah, it's a job for your team to kind of help you in that situation, because that damage is focused on them or is focused on your team that's caught. That means their back's open. If their back's open, it's your time to just sit there and just unload on them to get the pressure off of your team who's caught right now. Because if you don't do that, they're just going to say, okay, well, it's a free game right here.
Yeah.
Got free kill.
I'm almost even wondering if it might have been a better play for the Sage to play more so around his Nova, because the Nova is pretty immobile with her, a lot of her skills just covering like a set area. That we saw this also coming out from Lento in the 7-7-16 match, where the Succession Tamer is capable of landing a very, very big CCs on the enemy team, but the problem is it's secluded to one area that she's standing near.
Exactly.
So I feel like maybe if he, changed up his positioning to have him peel back towards the Nova himself, and maybe having the enemy team caught in the Nova's blast just residually, might have worked out a little bit better for him. But at the end of the day, we can't discount how well that Nago, stayed on task and focused him down. So congratulations to Team Nago for moving to the Grand Finals.
Yeah, they did really well there, keeping everything situated. Very well done.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and check out the brackets here to see our Grand Finalists coming up here. We have QWER on the left side, facing off against Team Nago, who have just trumped Outer Haven in the right side bracket. We will be hopping into our third place match very shortly to see who is going to be able to take that last juicy reward away. We do all want that glorious Arsha weapon, even if it is not permanent. So we'll check that out first, and then after that we'll move straight into the Grand Finals to see who's going to take all of this home.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to win here. I wonder, like, based on this champion matchup here, like for QWR and Team Naga, who do you think is going to be the one here? I mean, they're both really good so far. I mean, QWR versus Anago, we have Ninja, Wusa, Scholar, and then for Team Anago, we have Corsair, Ninja, and Berserker here. I mean, in my opinion, like, the Berserker, I mean, I see Berserker, I'm just like, lockdown, but you never know,
So I'm not so knowledgeable on how the Scholar play. I know that we've seen John Cena just in there being a menace, just applying so much pressure, but Let's talk about that a little bit more. Let's focus on this third place match first. I know you really want to dive more into these very interesting team comps.
Yes.
But let's check this match out first. We have Goblin coming through with Square Dancer, our team ace.
Yep.
Pro F on the Succession Dosa, and Hash Z on the Succession Hassashin. We have a pure suck team on the left side, just rocking that pre-awakened kit and their prime abilities. On the right side, we have our tanky beasts coming out from the right side of the bracket. We have Dun King, the unmovable object. This guy is so damn tanky that when they see this guy, they look the other way and just run.
Like, this guy's too much for us. We can't do anything.
The Sage, who is able to put down a lot of damage, but has been exposed as a weak point in their team comp. We want to see maybe if they'll have a better time against Goblin with, just having just very tanky core team and being able to just man fight them. And of course, we have Suzuka Feel on that Awakened Valkyrie, able to provide so much utility for her team. Who do you have in this match, Ash?
I mean, I'm looking right now. I think the comp for Out of Heaven is just really, really solid. Literally, because you got solid.
Yeah,
you got a solid
super
Nova.
tanky.
You got a solid Valkyrie. Shizuka Field. Like I said, for providing utility.
Yeah.
Dun King is going to be that moving wall, pretty much, as she was last game. And that Sage dishing out damage. And we do know that Square Answer is for Team A, so it's at least for Out of Heaven, I feel like they're more a bit balanced.
Yeah.
There's no clear Team Ace. There's a clear damage dealer class, which is gonna be the Sage.
Well, yeah,
but Square Answer is the Team Ace, so they can focus Square Answer out and then just gonna lock out the game right there.
We would try to assign different roles to the adventures that we have in the side of Team Goblin.
Yeah.
But it just so happens that all their classes fulfill kind of the same niche where they're all trying to do damage. They're all trying to be the main chef in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, this dish might come out to be a little bit mismatched. Might be a little bit of hazardous to try this dish. It's a little bit risky, but we've been surprised before and we can get surprised again. I'm probably going to throw in my vote for the side of Outer Heaven because we've seen this team in action. We've seen that when they are successful with this comp, the Valkyrie is being able to put so much pressure down with her. Either she's just nuking you with her jump down ability from the sky, or able to vacuum the enemies together and just force V's out from her enemy. I want to see if the Sage is able to adapt in this case to be more safe. Although I don't feel like the side of Goblin has too much in a way of being able to pick him off. Maybe, though, with their comp being so aggressive, they might just be able to kill him in a blink of an eye before they can react. And then there we go. You have a 2v3. We hate to see that it comes down to health at the end of the day, but if you're able to just kill the Sage on the side of Outer Heaven, you've seen just now from Inago, you just do just that, even get him low, and then you back off. You don't have to do much more.
It's cool.
Yeah, hold that health lead and just wait for the timer to time out. So let's see if it's doable. Yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this match here.
Goblin, Outer Heaven. I mean, one thing about Outer Heaven, they have a lot of chase. Goblin doesn't have that much of a chase. They have Megu, Dosa, and Hash. Hash is good for chasing down, but
at the end of the day, he still feels kind of like a mid-range type of class.
Yeah.
He does have this very surprise factor about him where he can just pocket the abilities like a lot of these other Succession classes that we've seen.
Yeah, we got Nova here just rush straight in there.
You see that the vacuum, they're just playing right on top of the Nova, and it's just like a dead zone here. You can't come in here. It's just very, very dangerous to approach them.
Is also playing from the far yet again, free.
It looks like they're making their way over there, though. Dun King's on his back. They're kind of chipping him down, but of course, nothing lethal coming out from the side of Outer Heaven. They are going to be chilling, resetting very quickly there.
Yeah, HPs are still full, which is very interesting to see here. Surprising, usually we see a lot of damage dealt at the moment here, but it's good to see they're actually playing a bit more safe and trying to do their best to win, because this is the third place match here. It determines what you get. You get top 3 or not, but...
Yeah, this is the difference between having a trophy in your house or not at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, there's trophy on the line here.
Yeah. So we're seeing here that Dosa is trying to provide some value for his team, going for that Sage, see if he can throw in some damage on top of him. But he's just playing so collected with his teammates. he is by himself right now, but I think he's actually fine because it's just
Really
the damage coming out from the side of Goblin is very, very predictable for him, so he's just able to rotate his abilities and stay safe in a lot of these situations. Pro F is falling really low just from just super armor trading.
Here. And the Nova's chasing him right down, running at him, still looking for an opening here, but nothing was found, unfortunately, there. Pro F is still in the running here. He's still doing his best, surviving, which is good to see. But we still have the enemy
and
team,
it looks
looking
for
there goes
huge grab
it.
coming out from Suzuka.
Grab, knock up into another
Forces
smasher.
the V immediately out of Pro F. And now the team of Goblin is going to be very much in the back foot because Pro F, who's been this very divisive player in these matches, has been finding a little bit more success with his aggressive play in the last few rounds. But now that his V has been torn off, I don't know how much more he can be pressing on the...
Suzuka V is taking a lot of damage here. Maybe... Just gonna probably back up and try to reassess what's going on here.
Now that the 50% health decrease has come into play, it looks like Dunking is getting awfully low with the chip damage coming out.
26%. He's back in the way, trying to reposition, but looks
the
like
last 40 seconds coming out from this round. Let's see. It looks like Goblin has control of this match right now, just based off chip damage.
Sage just opens up a nice amount of damage.
Wow,
lightning.
And there we go. See, they identified that Pro F is very, very weak here without his V, and just go in and dive in for the kill on him.
Nova chasing him down right here, chasing down the Megu, looking for a way to get him.
This Nova is doing the world tour right now, looking for the Megu.
Like I said, Nova is fast. Nova is really fast. I mean, just running around the map, giving you no way to breathe, looking for a way to open up here.
It seems like it's going to be tough here. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, my goodness, that was crazy.
Yeah, Outer Heaven taking the first round here as we expected. Once they find that one little chip in the armor, they just dive straight in.
Hacking away at it, just keep going until they finally get through. I mean, as expected, I thought before, I said, Outer Heaven has a lot of tankiness right now. It's just really hard for them to really... And
you even saw mid-round there, the Sage had no problem standing in between two of the enemies, just no fear letting his abilities off because he knows...
bodyguards just walking in there like, I got this.
He knows that once he feels like he, has enough fun and wants to go home safely, he just calls his right arm and his left arm, and, they're here to just protect him.
Time to go. That's it.
It's just too free. I feel like the Sage was not being pressured enough there. They're definitely trying their best with how much they were going for their target there on the side of Goblin. You could see that the Megu was trying to, just toss abilities in there. Pro F was in the mix there, just tossing abilities wherever he can. The Hash was like basically face to face with the Sage the whole time. But the fact is that these classes, when it comes down to it, it's good in the sense that if you're not being noticed, that you can really surprise your enemy. But if they have full sight of all three of you guys and there's not much of a surprise factor coming out from the Hash, it kind of diminishes his value a little bit because a lot of the value coming out from the Suck Hash is just this surprise. Has like 5 tornadoes coming out. You don't know which one's him, and he just launches a purge at you from like behind and knocks you on your back. But as you can see here, the Sage was completely, comfortable with just juggling 2 enemies. He always has his out. He always can just jump out of there, regroup with his team, and he's totally fine. As you saw coming out from the Nova, Dunking was very, very proactive in this round. He was just beelining it for the Megu. It seems like keeping her...
Giving no way to breathe at all. Just making sure she cannot free cast. During the, I think 2-minute mark in the match, the Megu was free casting, and they were doing some damage to the Sage. They were just getting lit up. And then they refocused and said, okay, the Megu has to go.
They made the call.
Yeah, Megu's got to go, guys.
Take care of that guy.
Yeah, Megu's doing too much for me right now. I need you... take care.
And Dunking just got to work right there. You saw him chasing him down the Megu the whole round, just making sure that the Megu couldn't just free cast. And it was just kind of comical watching this Nova lug around this like massive tower shield and just chasing after the Fox.
Nova's like a moving wall. She's just like, I'm bringing this wall, I'm running straight at you.
Moving kind of fast in that situation there, actually.
But brick wall.
I think, Goblin has their work cut out for them in this match. Like we said before the match even started, this is going to be an uphill battle for them.
Yeah, it's not an ideal matchup for them at all. They don't have enough defense to kind of survive this. Whereas Out of Heaven is just ready to just take all the damage you can. I
feel like coming into these semifinals and into the grand finals, the team comp that we are seeing the most stability with is this going to be this Outer Heaven team with their 2 rocks in there with the Succession Nova and also the Awakened Valkyrie just being able to exist in the fight there and provide so much value from for their teammate to save. Just be
Exactly.
able to like play however he wants. Yeah, and it looks like we have our next matchup coming up here. So
Let's see what we got.
let's see if they can change anything up. I feel like they can't really change up the game plan. They still probably have to go for the Sage here, but once again, it's going to be infinitely harder to get to him with these two pillars standing next to him.
Yeah, we got Shizuka here running through, looking for a target that's down. Looks like he's chasing the Hash.
Okay, you see the vacuum coming out right there. We already have the Hash on his back. He's going to have to be soon.
Down again, knocked back down.
Looks
back
like he
down
got
to get
out.
air
Yeah.
smash.
Oh, wow, putting a lot of damage down to the Valve.
Yeah, she's got down yet again.
Oh, she might have to be. She might have to be
that's
here.
a bound as well.
There it is, the V. There's just so much damage coming out from the Dosa and the Hash just piling on top of her.
Yeah, she got knocked up, air smash, and then she got bound into another.
Yeah, great CC
CC.
layering coming out from the Goblin side.
It's like Pro took a lot of damage here just now. What just happened to him? I have no clue.
Looks like he took a
there.
very, very risky trade with the Sage and just lost most of his health there. He's just playing the neutral game right now, trying to get his health bar back up. But then as he's doing that, of course, Suzuka has also reset her health bar, is back at max HP.
Well, Valkyrie is good for that, that's for sure. Able to recover from any kind of situation is really bad for her. But Pro Up is still playing for the outer side, looking for some way to kind of chip at the enemy. But so far, there's kind of a bit of lack of connection there at the moment here. It's kind of barely hitting all of them at once.
And you can definitely see from like Dunking, like this was prevalent in the last match as well, but he completely changed the way he was playing this game. Knowing that this is a very, very fragile comp, he just completely hit the gas on his on his Succession Nova, running straight into there and just throwing all his damage on top of them.
And speaking of Duncan, we saw him just now chasing Pro F, trying to look for a way to get him down because he knows that Pro F is going to be an easy target right here. Pro F got a bit of a stiffen just now, but recovered from that, which is nice. He's back down on the ground.
Pro F is on his back once again and just taken out. No
Shizuka,
V. They just know that he's become a free target.
Yep. As I said before, Shizuka is just on him right there.
Yeah, and I feel like we've seen this situation before again. Just Square Dancer trying to hold it down for his teammates. But unfortunately, they're probably going to find the Hashashin very soon. Running out of options here. Running from the Valve.
Still on it. No way to breathe from this one here. It's hard for them. You got two classes that run really quickly. Got the Nova and you got Valkyrie on you right here. There goes the knockup.
Actually got the CC on.
Shizuka here.
Yeah, but you see the Nova already has a shield facing her.
Hash is running for his life. He's like, I've got no help. I got to get out of here. But the Valkyrie is like, no.
He's just throwing up that Q block, hoping for the best here.
Sage. Here comes the Nova now. Nova's like, I'm in on this too.
He's so scared.
Yeah, they're
playing a dangerous game right now, using his Bear Flush to take all that damage.
Yeah, you cannot trade health right now. You have none
and there
to
we
spare.
go. There's a grab right there and taken out.
Yep. Sage round to him and say, enough of that. You're done. Be gone. That was it of that for him.
Square Dancer, the only member left of Goblin right now.
Yep.
Let's just see if maybe they can run the clock down a little bit more. And
no.
It doesn't seem like
this
it.
One is it.
That was it.
Shizuka was on him, not giving no breathing room. The Nova was on him, and the Sage was also right behind.
And that match kind of looked a little bit dicey for the side of Outer Heaven there, just having Suzuka drop so low in the mid-round.
Yeah, it was surprising. I was like, whoa, what happened there?
Yeah, so it seems like when they have the opportunity to, Goblin is actually able to output tons of damage on the target. But once again, you saw Dunking. Dunking is right there with his Valkyrie. Once she drops to the ground, he's immediately turned his shield almost like clockwork, facing her, dropping all of the damage that he can, all the CC that he can right on top of her, making sure that Suzuka is just properly peeled, and once the Valkyrie gets up, all the damage you had just evaporates.
Yep. It's like what you like to see right there. I mean, it's got a lot of team coordination, which is really good to see. And we also see that people are chasing down targets that they know they can beat. They're saying, okay, I can beat this person here. Person's a bit weak. Even though they're made to the quarterfinals, there may be a bit of a gear disparity in between some people. We see Pro kind of dropping really quickly there, but they just know they're picking a target. They're saying target acquired. Coming after them, dropping them quickly, and then going to the next one.
Definitely very predictable movements coming out of Pro F. I honestly don't even think it's his play at this point. You might just be right. It might just be a gear disparity where they're able to chip him away just because the gear difference is there. And then if he's standing there trying to let off some super armors, he's going to take 10-20% chunks out of his health just for trying to do that stuff. So yeah, it looks like we have our next match ready to go. So let's just see if Outer Heaven is going to close us out, or if Goblin has something to say about it. Actually, we do have 2 more rounds. I'm sorry. So this is, we're just getting heated up here.
It's a possibility. I mean, they can make a return here.
Yeah, let's see. I kind of don't like the setup coming out from the side of Goblin. It looks like they kind of had like a weird approach coming from all sides, just splitting up. But I guess it kind of does make sense since they all kind of want to get like a different angle of attack on the side of Outer Heaven
here as well too. Knocked up again right here.
Yeah, once again you see Pro is dropping very, very low in the mid fight there. He is full now, so I think he's okay. But as you can see, the Valk has no fear. It's just really getting close and trying to get in there.
You're holding that shield tight, blocking the damage as you can. Looking for a way to get some utility for a team right here.
It looks like the Sage is dropping very, very low, though. Goblin has beeline for the Sage as they realized that there was an opening there. The Valkyrie was hanging around mid for a little bit too long and left her Sage unattended.
Oh, there goes the Mega here, doing some damage. Getting caught in the CC.
The vacuum coming out there. You see people have to get out immediately. Just so much pressure coming out from that one ability.
Okay, vacuum and wait and just unleash a bomb. We see Pro taking heavy damage here. I wonder if he can sustain this enough. He is getting some distance away, but looks like he's chased down by the Valkyrie.
Yeah, has that V forced out of him, and once they sniff him, it's just completely over.
It's good night. Megu is pretty much free casting at this point. I mean, the Stage is kind of like dueling her in a sense, but she's generally just free casting right now.
I think the issue right now is right in this fight. They've played enough rounds where Outer Heaven has identified that even.
Oh, there goes a grab right there, and the forced out.
Yeah. But anyways, I was thinking maybe the Megu is obviously the team ace coming out from Goblin, right? Just be able to apply so much damage from the range, but I feel that Outer Heaven has identified that this Megu is not so much of a threat against their comp. Seeing how tanky they are, they can just ignore her damage and go for some of her more vulnerable teammates.
There goes the 3 CC on the...
Yeah, this is looking really rough here. They've identified that there's no point in chasing this pesky mosquito that's just dashing side to side, keeping her
between
range.
Different clones. Yeah.
So they'll just go ahead and take out the hash and the Dosa on the other side of things and make it so that Square Dancer has to fend for herself in this fight.
It's like the V's happening here behind the Cathedral location, but got sniffed out.
Yeah, and it's just going to be, I think it's going to be lights out for Square Dancer here in just a little bit. He did play a very, very smart little switcheroo with his clone there to get back into. Yeah, but you see that just taking so much damage and falls.
He tried his best there, but unfortunately, you know, what you can do is what you can do. And you can't take the team yourself, man.
And honestly, I do love a Cinderella story. I do love a good reverse sweep, but I don't think we're going to be seeing one today. This is just so insurmountable what they have going on here.
I mean, one mistake at this point, like I said, AOA is, you know, things happen out of nowhere. One mistake and it's just over. You've got to do that same, you've had that same miracle happen 3 times in a row. Yeah.
But I feel like although that is true for the most part, just the way this match is played out between the two teams, Outer Heaven, it almost feels like they're able to make multiple mistakes, get knocked down multiple times, and it just won't matter because once they get knocked down, they have someone else on the team ready to just toss down CC on top of their body and just peel so simply. And once that person gets up, all the progress you've made on damage has been cleaned off. It's a clean slate. The Valk tops everyone up, and then they're back to just pressuring you nonstop. It's just, I feel like this is just going to be a clean sweep coming out from Outer Heaven. I don't know if there's any way that Goblin can really pull this one back. This gear disparity is coming to a head here. It's quite apparent that the Dosa might just be punching a little bit too much out of his weight class here. Yeah. And I think they're trying their best to cover up their weaknesses from the side of Goblin, but as you can see there, they have identified that the Megu is the ace for the team, but at the same time, they realize that their team comp is just way too solid. Even if this Megu is just peppering them with this damage from afar, they can just completely annoy her and go for her other teammates.
We got 2 walls pretty much. The fast-moving wall and then the slightly moving wall. I guess you'd call it the Valkyrie here.
It's just too much for them to handle. So let's just see if things pan out in this last match or if Goblin has any fight left in them to keep themselves alive in this tournament. Let's go ahead and hop in.
Good luck to you guys both. I don't know. I feel it may be a same repeat of the same match from last time, but we'll see here.
Yeah, here we go. Pro F immediately starting with his E-buff. Knows that there are no more last chances. This is the last of the last chances. He's definitely got to make something happen here. I mean, at this point, you just open up an anyone, knocked on his back
up.
Immediately.
He got at least he recovered from that.
Yeah,
one,
looks
able to
like
get
he's
some
fine for
recovery
the most part here.
Throwing out some AoEs to hopefully chip out some enemies, but unfortunately, the Nova is now chasing down. So chasing him down as well too.
Yeah, it might seem like Dun King is in trouble here, but a lot of the damage has evaporated from the side of Goblin. Pro F just does not have his buff going on anymore, and I feel like even if Dun King's on the floor, he's just so confident that he's going to get up scot-free, that he doesn't have to be at all. Sage is getting kind of low, though. They did put a lot of pressure on him. Let's see if they're able to do anything.
His back is exposed here. Right now, the
Oh,
Dose is trying to duel him, but unfortunately, nothing's happening from that for him here.
They're trying their best to just fight anyone, I guess, that they can find.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think you should be focusing on like one target the most. I mean, try to stick together your team, focus on one target. I mean, obviously, people are going to run behind you and attack you back too, clear as day, right? But try to stick with one target there, so that way you can get all damage on them as soon as possible and kind of limit the amount of team members on the battlefield here. But we can see that we have the Nova here searching for a target and run at 2 here. No connection with any of the charges so far.
Yeah, but you see there, as the Sages is standing still there with his Lightning Prison going on, the Nova is also throwing in her Demons, just get any CCs going on in that field of death. They have no fear walking straight at them.
They're still looking for a CC from one of them here.
And it just looks like the hash is getting chipped down by some of the damage that's coming out residually. Looks like everyone's health will be equalized soon, though. Yeah. Shizuka actually dropping very, very low. I wonder what happened there. Probably got powered on a little bit there.
Actually, that minute time just passed for now. 50% is now a new HP max.
There we go. We have new HP max. This might actually be a win here for Goblin if they can maintain this pressure.
I don't know. Looks like Goblin's really low on 2 people here.
Yes, I see.
And also the Dosa here.
Yeah, as you can see from the side of Goblin right now, too, they did pop 2 of their Vs already. So this is going to just be an uphill battle for them. It seems like the Hash has already popped his E-buff, and nothing has come out of it. They just forced the V out of Square Dancer as well.
Really weak as well, too. He's going to get chased down here, I bet. Nobody's searching for him right now.
I think it's just going to be a feast.
He's going to kill the Megu, kill the Ace, Team Ace, and then there was another kill.
Yeah, and I think this is just going to come to a close very quickly here as they identified the last V coming out on Square Dancer, and they just took him down.
Yeah, ironically, we said that, you know, Pro-F had more of the gear disparity, but he is now the last one standing here.
And there we have it. Outer Heaven taking a quick 4-0 over Goblin. Goblin did show that they had a little bit of a trick coming up their sleeve. Yep. Square Dancer was doing his damnedest to keep them in this tournament with all the heroics. Would you call them heroics, or is this guy just like literally just chucking spears, or not? What do Megus throw? Like petals, just like throwing petals from the back. But once they figured out that he was the problem, they kind of just like
played around him.
And then even after that, once we got into the later rounds, especially in this 3rd place match, they just identified that even though she is, you know, the Megu is just putting in so much damage, you can just ignore her because the comp is just so solid coming out from Outer Heaven. They don't have to budge at all. They can just ignore it.
But they're trying to also break the line of sight of that Mega, because the Mega sometimes will play near the cathedral, because you call it a little like
a little gazebo-looking thing.
Gazebo, sorry. He'll play near the ground of the gazebo, and the next time they just kind of go to the other side and break her line of sight.
Yeah,
force her to come to the other side to reposition, and they just open up on her there. That was the good thing for her to do, right? The good thing for her to do to kind of force her movement out of her. But I mean, like you said before,
really well played coming out from both sides.
The team is strong.
Goblin came out here. They don't just randomly end up in a 3rd place match. So locking down 4th place is no easy feat. Congratulations to Outer Heaven for locking down that 3rd place finish for them. Well done. Kind of a more interesting comp. I do like how tanky it is. I'm more so that type of player myself too. When I do have my builds going on, I like having a more defensive set. Even like in my past, I've played like a Succession Ninja. I would still rock a more tanky set because I do like being in the fight and just being this nuisance that you can't deal with. Yeah. Because he's just so tanky as well. Like being able to just lie on my back and look at my enemy like, you can't kill me. It's fine. I'm just gonna lie on my back. It's just a good feeling.
Nice try though. You know, you do all this damage, but I'm okay.
I'm okay. So I feel like this was a really, a pretty cool comp to see coming out from Outer Heaven. We have not yet seen this from the other regions. Just having a Sage as your cornerstone here, but also kind of a skirmisher himself, able to dish out a lot of damage with his E-buff, and of course being able to reset with his class skill. It's a little bit longer cooldown, about a 10-minute cooldown, but within these rounds we only have 2 minutes. when it matters, you have this debuff for 30 seconds potentially, and just like raining damage on your enemy. It's just gonna come through and win the round for you, especially if it comes down to like a sub 1 minute environment where like 50% is a magic number, right?
Yeah, it allows you to do a lot of burst damage real quickly and take out someone. So I mean, this helps both teams kind of like edge someone out real quickly.
Yeah.
Determine who's going to win the match.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up our brackets one more time just to update you all. Congratulations to Outer Heaven for locking down third place, as we have said. Congratulations to Team Goblin for getting fourth place. And let's go ahead and move into our semifinals match, finals match, grand finals. This is the big one here.
Tell me who's going to be first and who's going to be second place here.
For all the pearls, all the weapons, the permanent weapons, the big ones.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so once again, we're going to go through the team comps here. We have Cry on the... for sure, he's going to be playing Succession Ninja. Just seeing this guy sneaking around the map. I know that he has some sort of like agreement with his team where he's like, guys, I'm not joining your team unless you let me just stealth and chill around the arena and just have fun. Yeah. So I think they're aware of his playstyle, and they've adapted really well to it. They handle themselves in 2v3 situations for a very prolonged period, and they understand that this is the game plan they're going for, just having Cry around the edges of the map, fishing for a perfect opportunity to open up on the enemy side.
You're looking for a back attack, any chance you can get.
And we have Shut on the Succession Wusa, just being very, very solid in the fight. We've seen a few Succession Wusas in this tournament so far, but I feel like Shut has been the most stable for his team. Maybe not locking down the most CCs, but also not being the reason why they lose the match because they're getting caught. Just very, very reliable in there and applying pressure. And of course, we have John Cena.
My favorite, John Cena.
The unseen, the untouchable.
Yeah, the walking in, just like everyone's ignoring him. Like,
what? We haven't really paid too much attention to the Scholar until the later rounds, but as you can see in that last match that they played, he was just so unstoppable with how he was chasing down the squishy targets on the enemy side. He was just able to drop so much damage on top of their head. And the one time they decided to face fight him or just man fight him on that gate, they got eviscerated because just all the damage coming out from the AoEs was just too much. And on the right side here, we do have our team Anago representing those, what was it, freshwater eels?
Yeah, the freshwater eels. Saltwater or freshwater eels, whichever one that could be.
Saltwater, freshwater, eels or eels. Anyways.
They're good for sushi.
Yeah, we do love our unagi. So, Team Anago, we have the Corsair coming out from Saurin Ko, and we do have, I believe he's going to be rocking the Awakened Ninja on Daichi. Please don't throw me another curveball. And we have Gorilla on his, tried and true Succession Berserker. We've seen this team comp. It probably is as close as we're going to get to a traditional team comp, and having the Corsair play the flex position, the Ninja playing the heavy DPS and assassin role, and having the Berserker be just like this indomitable tank, able to stay in the fight and apply so much pressure to the enemy squad, as we've seen in the past round when this Berserker Gorilla was just hunting the Sage on the enemy side, not letting him have any room. So
they do the same thing. He would just run around, do like AoE giant leap on everyone, trying to see if he can get a fish out a nice stun from them. Yeah. Then he was running around trying to grab someone, grab them, then do a full combo grab, and just like, oh, okay. Same thing repeats over and over again. Hey, I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah. So, what's your prediction for this grand finals? Who do you got?
I mean, I think it's going to be, Team Anago, my eel team over here. I think they're going to be the one that's going to pull through. They got a Berserker that's going to be able to grab and lock down some people. They have a nice comp, in my opinion, so I think they're going to pull through.
So I asked you who you have, but let's break it down even to more specifically. What do you think the scoreline is going to be for the end of this tournament here?
Score?
Is it going to be a clean sweep? Are we going to see like a 4-zip? Or are we going to see something closer along the lines of like, maybe a back and forth? We'll maybe go into like a game 7 or...
I think we may see like a 1, and then after that's just clear.
Yeah, once they you think once they adapt to the strategies of the other side, the Eels are just gonna lock in and know exactly what they have to do.
The Eels are gonna lock in. They're gonna like, all right, we're gonna sliver through and win this match. So.
Okay, yeah, I feel like I kind of do agree with that. The side of Team Anago is just looking very, very solid with their Berserker, and the Ninja, of course, is just able to find his opportunity, take his time a little bit. I do have a soft spot for the Succession Ninja coming out of the side of the what was the other team on this other side?
Maybe?
The Suspicion Ninja coming out on their side.
KWR or...
Yeah. So I do feel like with the Suspicion Ninja, you do have a lot of agency around the fight because the class is very fluid. But Daichi is just probably going to be able to be that rock that his team needs. He has very, very protected movement around the map. So I also think I'm going to have to throw in my vote for Team Inago here. I would think it's going to go to a game... Let's see a game 7. I want to see a game 7, so I want to see a little back and forth between our two teams here. But if we have the match ready, let's go ahead and jump in.
Let's see. Who's going to win this one here? I mean, Team Inago, KWR. I still think it's going to be Team Inago because they have a nice lockdown on the comp here. The first thing we see is straight running in with the Ninja. Oh, never mind. Play back a bit more.
They're just playing really slow right now, sizing up their opponents.
Yeah, trying to see what can be done here.
As you see, the Wusa is just very, very aware about how dangerous it is to let that ability off.
And right as I say,
as we say that, he just gets grabbed.
He does a random roar.
He got re-CC'd. He might have to be here.
CC.
He's good. Almost. Wow. Super ballsy to hold on to the V the whole time there, but it looks like he's going to be all right.
Probably because the Wusa has a bomb to heal up real quickly. That could be what's going on. If I was like, I'll heal back up.
Yeah, so as long as he was able to get up, I think he was okay with just taking all that damage. Yeah, so as we see here, Gorilla is running amok here.
Yeah, Giant Sleep yet again, the same old tried and true. Is it going to work for him? Looks like I think he caught someone just now.
Wow, right back on top of the Wusa. Let's see if this is going to kill this time. Maybe forcing out the V, taking a lot of damage.
Full on spin to win as well too.
Yeah, and there it goes.
Search yet again. So she's back on the prowl like a bloodhound looking for someone. Giant Sleep yet again, the same old combo. With the Giants Roar here, grab, another grab.
Third grab, 3 for 3. Gorilla Duck is not messing around.
But no capitalization is seen. Oh wait, yep, there it is. Never knocked up here.
And the V coming out the very last second.
Yeah, that was close. One more second over, it would have been good night for a shut there.
Yeah, usually we say you don't want to hold your V for that long while you're taking so much damage, but I think that in that situation it was actually fine because Sho was able to gauge how much damage he was actually going to be taking from the enemy team and seeing if it was going to be fatal or not, and that just ends up being really clutch. We see that Daichi is trying to play this neutral right here, just seeing if he could get any chip on the enemy team. Knocked immediately though by John Cena. Looks like they're putting heavy damage on him. He might have to be.
But he's
fine.
Good, yeah.
I think this point is probably when he'll try to use his class buff to get a lot of his HP back, or
John
he's just going to play
still
that normal.
In the face here, trying to find someone to get. He's looking around, searching for a target, jumping on. No knockdown connection there. Still looking for a target to find down here.
Yeah, and just to let everyone know that we have passed the 1 minute mark, so these low health bars are because of the max totals being cut to 50%.
We have a V bar
Daichi falling really low.
It's like
and taken out by Cry.
Ninja versus Ninja Violence
Ninja
here.
counterpart, so that's going to be very, very big for the side of QWER.
Yeah, this is not good for them here. It looks like they may be able to take the win here. Right now we have 30 seconds up on the clock here, so they have to make a move. Team Inago has to make a move here.
The Corsair probably isn't used to this, but yeah, just taking heavy pressure from the side of QWER. The Wusa has abandoned all care for safety, seeing that the Daichi has fallen, just no pressure coming out of the Ninja. She's just jumping in there with all her skills, point blank, dropping on top of the enemy team.
Yeah, Team Inago taking the win here. There's only
1
second on the clock here. Oh, there it is actually.
Yeah. And that was really clean coming out from the side of QWER. I think.
Like I may be wrong again. I said the Berserker maybe taking the cake here, but it looks like QWER. But then again, I did say 1 to clear. So
yeah, that was actually kind of surprising though, because you saw that Gorilla Dunk was able to get in there. He got 3 grabs on the Wusa.
I know.
3 grabs, but only on the third one were they able to force out the V coming out from shut. This player just has so much control and so much awareness of how much damage they can take before they actually have to V. So saving that V until the very last moment and just soaking up all this pressure for his team really bought them enough time so they can make an opening on top of the Ninja, and just having Cry get in there to finish off the Awakened Ninja. That's one thing that I feel like is going to be the difference between these two teams. We both have a Ninja with 2 different specs. I think that in this case right here with a lot of scrappy fights, it might lend itself more to the Succession Ninja, which is very much able to adapt on the fly and apply these bleeds, as the class specializes in having damage over time with the bleed, the burn, and the poison coming out.
Yeah.
Versus just the Awakened Ninja, who just wants to chunk you out, 100 to 0 you, and take you out. But if you know you're on your back, you can't do any damage, right? And that's going to cost you your life. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be careful about that for sure.
Yeah. So if we have our second round coming up here, let's just check it out. See if there is any adaptations coming out from the side of Team Inago. Maybe they have to pay a little bit more attention to this Cry guy who's just being really sneaky in the back.
We go here. We got the Berserker rushing straight in. Nope, never mind. The Ninja beat the Berserker to it. Looks like a giant does some damage here.
Yeah, and just watch this Wusa's play. Just super, super safe. Yeah. Never in danger here. Just always making sure that he has all his bases covered. Oh, as I say that again, Caster Curse is so real, gets knocked. But once again, we've talked about this player just knowing how much damage and how much pressure they can take.
A lot of control, yeah.
Yeah, just being able to stand up with no problem.
They know that they know they can play around with their HP a bit. They know they're not going to die instantly, so they're very confident in what they can do here. Yeah,
and just really good use of the AoE stun on the Awakened Wusa. They're getting grabbed again, but we've seen this situation before.
Yep.
Taking a little bit of damage there, maybe it will be enough to force something out of her, but just gets right back up, no problem.
I feel like the team isn't capitalizing enough on the fact that the Berserker just grabs someone full combo. Then they should be focusing and trying to, I would say, knock her health down enough to the fact that she can't help her team. But we're not really doing anything else with that.
Floated there. Might be doable here. That was a huge float coming out from Daichi in his Katana Shower.
He's very, very patient with it. He's kept the V, which is really good to see right there.
Yeah, and I think maybe one of the factors we have to see become, very prevalent in this is the Corsair hasn't been able to find much value with a lot of her skills, kind of just existing in the fight, but not able to CC anybody.
Not good. Not good pressure from her right now. I want to see more done. That way she can at least be more of a benefit for her team. But she is trying to get in a fight state and kind of scrap with the team here. We're still looking for some kind of.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's health bars has reset for the time being right here. I think they have shifted their attention to the Awakened Ninja. He's taking heavy damage right now. Might fall in this. He's going to have to beat it
here. Mosh pit damage here. Looking for it. Oh, looks like the
able to get out.
Just another grab here. Full combo grab yet again, but it's no one's falling through another one.
Yeah, we have just passed the 1 minute mark. And of course, we have Cry just doing his classic watch and watching from the shadows, waiting for the perfect time to play.
Here in the shadows himself, looking for that moment, for that back attack moment. He is trying to get the person caught off guard and deal some damage here, but unfortunately, it seems like there's not enough being done.
Yeah, it looks like more just skirmishing in the mid-ground. We have Daichi and the Corsair Sauron dropping super low on the side of Team Inago.
It looks like
there we go.
Cry, the second ninja, has killed the Awakening Ninja.
And I think in these situations, it's not even a diff between the ninjas. It's just the spec that they're running is just not lending itself very well to what Daichi wants to do, because he wants to get in there and just annihilate someone, just one tap them with his assassination. But just having this Succession Ninja be able to provide so much more utility to his team through the bleeds and having like dot damage throughout the round and being very, very elusive through his abilities like the block jump or the lure stance being the jump back and forth, keeping the enemy guessing, is just providing a lot more value for his team. Because, like I said earlier, with the movement on the Awakening Ninja, it's very, very telegraphed. It's like the Sage. You can only dash, and it's very lateral movement or very horizontal movement. So once they figure out your trajectory, it's kind of lights out if they catch you on your backside if you don't have that frontal guard.
I mean, speaking of telegraph, we see the same exact play being done by Team Inago, so I'm wondering what's going on there. We're doing the same exact play, running in, trying to get someone in, and they know, oh, wait, we messed up, let's back up. And the Berserker just running, jumping, grabs someone, nothing being done of that. I think it's time to kind of evolve that play and try to go to something else.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe they should even try to switch up their plan completely and try to maybe put most of their pressure on to John Cena instead of going for the Wusa, because the Wusa has proven to be just very, very calm in these situations, getting CC, not caring at all, and just waiting for the damage to finish, getting up and resetting completely, having no fear in the damage that she's taking. Maybe they might have to change their attention to be more focused on John Cena to see that they can get the source, the Scholar to, make some mistakes and pressure her more so. Let's go ahead and jump in. Sorry, you had something to say, Ash?
I think like instead of that, I think focusing on a ninja because Ninja's been destroying the Awakened Ninja constantly. Maybe that will help him out, but he's also really tricky. So
no, this guy is just invisible the whole round. He's just waiting there like a
lying
hawk.
in wait. He's just waiting, like rubbing his hands together.
And like I said, I don't even think that it's so much that Cry is diffing Daichi on the ninja. It's just when it comes down to having the health bars low, Cry is gonna find so much more value out of having this chip damage come out from the Succession Ninja. Because the one time that you're not covering your back on the Awakened Ninja, you're taking damage. You're taking damage, and on top of that, you might even get CC'd. So the Awakened Ninja is going to have to play a lot more safe here in these next rounds to see if we can pull things back. Let's go ahead and hop in soon.
Try to survive. See what he has.
All right, here is the third round of QWER versus Team Anago. Let's see if Team Anago is able to figure things out in this round to turn things around. We are coming up on the latter part of this series where if they win one more round here, then it's going to be very close to being lights out for Team Anago.
Yeah, hopefully some strategy here is going to be taken differently, but so far Rock Smash into a Roar, no stun from that as well, unfortunately here. Looking for some kind of movement here to get some stuns here, opening up this team, but Berserker is not finding anything at the moment here. Oh.
And it seems like maybe they have shifted their game plan a little bit, but
yeah, if you're not doing the same old grab and like, run around and grab someone and then, hold it again. We're just trying to do damage now instead of like doing the same old, which is good to see. Yeah. Another Roar there, no stun unfortunately there. Spin to win going out, damage is coming out, but he's taking damage himself.
Oh, and we do see the Corsair being knocked out of her whale ability, but it looks like she'll be fine. Just go ahead and runs out of there immediately after he gets up.
Boost is still playing back to the wall.
Oh, wow, with that knockback, but not capitalized on.
And the Berserker is fishing for a stun or some kind of CC with it.
Getting very low.
Oh, there goes
and he's on his back right there.
There goes the grab as well, too.
He might just die here. He has to be.
Cry is really low as well, too, which is good to see for them. But they got fished out his
Oh, my God. This is getting really, really close. If they catch him one more time, I think Daichi is just going to be evaporated. He's getting so low. If he has his E buff here, he can pop it, or his Q buff. He can pop it and get a lot of his health back and also a little bit of a damage boost. But he's opting to hold on to it for now. As you can see, the gameplay from the Succession Ninja is just very, very fluid. He's just able to move around the battlefield and just
dancing around.
Yeah, apply. Oh, he's on his back though right now. Let's see if anything comes from this.
Again, knocked up again. Another air smash.
Yeah, it seems like he's fine. He's super tanky. No problem. Resets his stealth.
Back in the shades. Like I'm recovering now in the shadows here. Waiting for the right moment to open up with someone that's unsuspecting here. We got the Berserker just doing giant sleep into nowhere.
Daichi trying to fish out any floats he can.
Another grab done by the Berserker here, doing a full combo.
Wow, it's looking pretty close actually. They've changed their focus to going for the Berserker, and it seems like maybe they might be able to do this.
No, but Daichi's about to exit here. Looks like he's getting
super low.
Focus like really badly here. 10%
you see that he basically just died to the dot damage coming out. John Cena, of course, able to lock down the kill with the last bit of chip damage, but his health was constantly ticking down there.
Wow, well done. This team is doing really good here. But unfortunately, the strategy by Team Anago, even if we did change up the strategy to start running around with the Berserker, waiting for him to do some kind of grab, it still hasn't shown any kind of fruit yet. There's 10 seconds on the clock here.
Grab coming out here, but we're just too low to make anything happen from it.
Yeah, he's not able to capitalize on anything right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I feel like with the loss of Daichi on their squad, it's just too hard to be able to apply any more pressure. And even if you are applying pressure, where's the damage coming from? Your ninja's gone.
Yeah, ninja's gone, so what can you do? It's like,
yeah.
Well then, it's like we're losing damage and we're not getting any kind of play here, but...
Yeah, and I think a lot of the blame here might be going to Daichi for being taken out in these fights, but we also have to remember that this is a team match, so we want to see more coming out of the Corsair to help his team out, to see if he can apply some sort of pressure coming out to alleviate some of the attacks that are coming towards Daichi's way.
Maybe the Berserker too. Like if my teammate is getting blown apart by another person, I'm probably gonna focus on that person there, take him out or hold him and lock him down, so my team can kind of capitalize on that situation right there, and hopefully whittle their numbers down as well too. But if nothing is being done there, then
it's just so rough though. I feel like they tried in the first few rounds of the match to try to flock in and see if they can take out this Wusa, but Man, this Wusa is cut from a different type of cloth.
Yeah.
Definitely playing very,
Surviving.
very, very smart. And you see that when they're going in for this AoE stun, she's not holding it for more than even 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Because after she tries to fish for the initial CC, if she doesn't get it, she gets muted immediately.
Yep.
Knows that it's too dangerous to be in there, resets to the outer field, and just plays for range, sees if she can fish out some CCs with her auto abilities, and just waits patiently. And of course, we have Cry, who's just maybe not doing, he's not doing hero plays, but it's not like there's too much required from him either. Just able to get in there, apply some of his dot damage, chipping people down with his super armor abilities, and just resetting back to stealth, chilling, waiting for the next opportunity.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of the kills here, though. He's just opening on someone, decimating their health, and then going to the next one, waiting, getting in the shadows, just looking for another play to go for. So, I mean, they're doing really good with this kind of strategy going on here.
Yeah. And I don't know, Ash, I feel like I've asked you this 1,000 times before, but I mean, you did root for these boys, the Team Eels. So
I did. I said Team Eels is going to take it.
There's got to be something, man. What do they got to do here? They tried. I feel like they tried everything, but there has to be one more thing they haven't tried to try to break through this team comp here on
I feel
QWR.
honestly, I mean, they haven't really locked down Cry. I think Cry is more the cornerstone of the team here. That's just my opinion based on the damage he's doing so far. And kind of like prioritizing targets. He knows how to kind of wait and then get the back attack and then focus all damage on them and break their health down pretty quickly. But I think if they were to focus Cry down first, that could prove to be something beneficial. But then again, like I just think the entire way they're playing is just too easy, too telegraphed. Like they know what's going to happen here. Doing the same exact pattern, and you play around it pretty easily. Yeah,
and it even feels like halfway through the round that they kind of lost focus on which kind of target, which target they were looking
they
for.
Kind of split damage going
both
ways.
just looking for anything, just frantically looking for any sort of opening.
I mean, they're panicking because of the score right now. It's like 2-0. So
yeah,
like
so I think if they have a moment here, maybe refocus a little bit, see if they can collect themselves and come up with something else, because whatever we've been seeing right now is just not working. I want to see if they can maybe pressure the Scholar, because the Scholar seems like just been free casting, just hammering away in the middle of the team fight, not a care in the world.
Well, no one can see you Scholar pretty much, so just walking in there.
Yeah, John Cena just got that. He just got that. He just got that air about him that he's just unapproachable.
That aura. Just like
it's too much. All right, let's go ahead and hop into this next match here to see if anything's able to be done about this, or is QWER just gonna run over their opponents in this final match here?
Yeah, 3-0 at the moment here.
Okay, looks like everyone's coming out.
Straight in.
Now we need to see something from Saurin.
Someone's got to throw out some plays here.
Okay, just tossing out some super armor damage.
Gets the
As you
grab
see,
on
they did change it up a little bit. They're grabbing the Scholar right now, putting them on the ground. Some damage coming out, but not significant, I guess.
Damage at all.
Yeah, it actually just seems like he took 0 damage there.
Looks like he just gave him a high five or something. What happened?
It was just a friendly grab.
Yeah.
Nothing malicious.
Still a hug. So here, I give you a hug, and that was it. Next, nothing was dealt with that, but still, damage price being.
And you see this ninja has just defaulted to like playing in the middle of the team fight, not really even giving a care in the world anymore. Just spamming all his super armors, rotating his protections, and just staying protected in the middle of the fight.
He's confident.
Oh, actually being grabbed by Daichi right here might be forced to V.
But the Berserker got knocked up
into
air smash right now.
Immediately coming out, right?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not good for Berserker here as well. He took a lot of damage. But still,
here we see
Cry is opening up on someone's back at the moment here. It was crazy damage here. It looks like it was a Daichi.
Yeah, another thing that I'm noticing here is that on the side of QWER, they are very, very cohesive. It might look very chaotic in the middle of the fight, but as you can probably tell, wherever Cry is playing, the Wusa is not very far off. Shut is just playing within the safety of having this Succession Ninja, just spamming all his abilities in there and providing him with some support on the side too as well. Just being super annoying.
Now. Looking for some targets here, but nothing there. He's back down on the ground. Another RCC bound just now, but recovered from that. Still nothing. Rock Smash into, now Giant Sleep here.
Yeah, the Zerker is trying his damnedest right now, but we don't know if it's going to be able to change anything here. He's trying frantically to get in there, but at the end of the day, it looks like his own health is just being chipped down.
Yeah, he's just
The
going
left
in.
side is actually taking some damage, though. Shut and Cry are taking quite some damage.
Spin the
Cry
win.
is
We
down.
see all E-buffs went out too as well. All class buffs went out for the
Yeah,
PWR.
Daichi's getting really low too. As you can see, the E-buff has been used from Cry, so unless they capitalize on this dot damage now, it will end. Gorilla had also used his V, so now their cornerstone, their tank is very vulnerable.
Too. The time is running out for the team. If
There you go,
PWR
E-buffs
here,
coming out of Team Anago. They think that right now is their moment to strike. They have to make something happen here.
They have to. They have 25 seconds left on the clock here. If they don't do
And you can see here, Cry is getting dangerously low. He might drop here. Disengages successfully.
Down, but he recovered himself. Nice.
John Cena's just been so reliable. Look at that.
Cry is really low here.
Cry's
5 seconds up on the clock at the moment here. So
oh no!
This might be down to HP where Team Anago
Let's
may
see
take
who
the
takes
win.
it.
But then again, there's also wow!
They edged it out by the hair
up by
of the HP.
Yeah, that was very close for them there.
Yeah.
So close. I was expecting them to maybe have a final push, decisive match to maybe get the win, but
I think around the 30-ish second mark, the 20-second mark, they really had that urgency with the team comm and just saying, guys, we have to push in the Ninja and also I think the Corsair popping their
class buffs.
Yeah, they're popping their class buffs, knowing that they have to make something happen here. But once again, they got Cry extremely low.
But
and
not to finish the job.
Yeah, they just couldn't finish the job, and he just ran away, reset, and was just chilling. And I don't think anyone noticed on the on the left side of the bracket with Team QWER, the Wusa and also the Scholar, they were just chilling.
Yeah.
They had easily 50% health on Shut, and also the Scholar was just chilling at 45%, gets knocked on their back, and just gets back up, goes back to, slamming the hammer, and no care in the world.
Insane amount of DP or some kind of resist on there, but that was really good for them to survive all that damage.
Yeah, so that will conclude our grand final match coming out from the Asia region for the Arena of Arsha 2025. Wow. Congratulations to our winners, QWER.
Yeah, sorry guys, sorry. I thought you were gonna win this one. But looks like you showed me that I am wrong here. You did a well done job here. Your team's performance and strategies, it was amazing to see there. Yeah,
and I think it might just be a little bit of the inexperience coming from myself and Ash not being able to recognize that actually this team comp is just so solid. Like, they might not have the basic triple trinity of damage dealer, tank, and support, but these players individually are so confident in their class play that whenever someone is taking too much heat, you saw this specifically from the Wusa.
Yeah.
He just doesn't care.
Yeah, he's like, this is fine.
I'm gonna get grabbed 3 times by Berserker, thrown on my back multiple times, and I'll consider Ving on the last.
Brush it off. Yeah,
brush it off. Maybe this last one hurts a little bit. Maybe I will V. Maybe I won't. I'll just get back up and reset. So they're just playing so confidently, and the Scholar was able to provide this kind of tank in the middle. I believe maybe he was rocking more of a tanky build. Yeah. So he's just able to stand in there and provide the debuffs to the enemy team, DP downs and health debuffs. We didn't mention it
as well too.
Yeah, we didn't mention it in that last round there, as there was just so much infighting going on with the skirmishing. But actually, the debuff to healing coming out from the Scholar is a direct counter to the Berserker. Yeah, the Berserker has this massive HP pool that he wants to regen through his abilities, but just can't because this Scholar is just applying this debuff to him that he can't heal. Yeah, so I think congratulations to our team QWER. They are definitely cut from a different cloth in the way they played. They have the little sneaky ninja just being able to
in the corners, just popping up, destroying people.
What a great life, just being able to cherry pick whenever he wants. But of course, he played really well as well. I can't discount what he's done out there on Cry's side. Let's go ahead and hop over to the rewards to see what they are taking home today.
Oh, let's see. Some interesting.
So, as described before, the first place, the honeypot of this tournament. QWER, each adventurer on the winning team is going to take home an exclusive title from Arena of Arsha for locking down that first place. And now they are also going to get a glorious Arsha weapon, a permanent one for each one of them, so they can flex it in the open world to let them know. Actually, this is probably going to be we've had a Arena of Arsha before, but that was 3 years ago at this point now. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a bit of time. I think it's about 3 years ago.
Yeah, so these guys are now cemented as the most recent and probably the reigning champions of the Asia server. I'm pretty sure they're going to be very happy about that.
I mean, yep, their guild will also be happy too. It's a great way to advertise that my guild is now a Arsha champion. So
yeah. So on top of that, they're also going to be taking home 5 glorious Arena of Arsha reward boxes, and who doesn't love pearls?
you all love pearls.
I
right?
love pearls.
Me
So
too.
they are going to be taking home 50,000 pearls. Each player on the team is going to take home a fat check. And they're going to go on a little shopping spree, get whatever you want, get a few alpha doges, maybe you want a few hexapacks.
That's a good thing to give. Alpha Doge is amazing.
Yeah, you get a little army of them, right? All tier 4 too, is no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, and so we just want to congratulate them one more time. If we can hop back to the main screen.
Yeah,
And
congratulations, man. It was amazing fights all around. Asia server has a lot of cool comps. Like, I've never seen that way it's been formed before.
Yeah.
But they made it work.
Yeah, and I
good.
think
They made it
honestly
work.
it was more interesting to watch these matches unfold opposed to the brackets we had today in NA, because although the level of play in NA was also extremely high,
Oh, yeah.
with some of the veterans showing what they can really do on this class that they've mastered for such a long time, that they just had in the back pocket ready to bring out for this tournament. It was much more cut and dry to see these very, very mundane team comps coming out and just doing what we expect them to do. Whereas when we came to the Asia brackets, it's like every team comp is just
unexpected. It's like,
super random ragtag team compositions, and it's just they don't care. Like, I play this class and I'm just gonna run this with my friends. I don't care if it's not your traditional meta class. We're just gonna run it, and we're gonna show you how good we are on this team comp here. And yeah, you see that from our first place team QWER with these like insane, just so confident coming out with the Scholar, just always in the middle of the team fight, just laying down AoEs, laying down debuffs, and of course we have Shut. Just this guy, come on,
doesn't die at all. He just survives
this
everything.
guy's just a Giga Chat. He
He's
is
like,
that Wusa.
Yeah, he's that Wusa. Definitely.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Walks in there brave. He's like, I got this, guys. Don't worry.
And of course we also have Cry. Just a sneaky mastermind behind the scenes, like just
planning, waiting for the
securing
final
the kills. Yeah. So
amazing.
Yeah, with that, I think we're gonna start closing things up. Ash, do you have any finishing words for this program that we just had today? The great event.
Like I said, great fights all around. I love seeing the fights in Arena of Arsha. Also, I love seeing fights just in general. I like playing open world PvP, so seeing them here in this kind of skirmish-like game mode is awesome to see here. And Asia, I mean, it's fantastic to see all these different comps. Like we were talking about before just recently, like NA had more so that predetermined, like, hey, it's the kind of flavor of the month kind of setup. We
Super cookie cutter with the team compositions.
Always the same exact kind of thing. You'll see either a striker with a Wusa or Berserker, or even Shies out there as well too. But for Asia, it's like you see a bunch of these random comps where it's just like, whoa, is this gonna work? And then whoa, it works. I was proven wrong like twice so far. I was like, oh, the Berserker, clearly that's the meta for NA, right?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they sweep them. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, the most interesting thing was for us while we were prepping for this cast, we were looking through the team compositions that we had for the round of 8 here, and we were just looking at the list like, Tamer, Wusa, do you know any of the skills that they have? Like, when's the last time you saw like 4 Wusas in the top 8? This is just really weird. And also with the ninjas, we had so many ninjas coming out on the Asia side of things, and all of them playing very, very well, representing different specs and like showing what they can do.
I was shocked to see Scholar. I was like, Scholar is
actually taking home the win for the tournament. This is probably going to be the first Scholar glorious Arsha weapon in the world, maybe, because of course we've had the previous glorious Arsha weapons for the other regions, but this is that was with the legacy classes where we have the OG like Warrior Graves Tordo, we have the Berserker Iron Buster. Scholar is a relatively new class that came out like less than, I want to say, a year ago, maybe around a year.
Less than a year ago.
So very, very new class, and then we have just a master coming out on it with John Cena. That's a champ. That's a people's champ, right?
People's champ. No one can see him.
Comes out and he just represents his, I don't want to say country, probably representing his guild and his team.
Yeah, his
but
guild.
this guy is just untouchable in the mid fight, and congratulations to him for putting such an impressive show on. I'm actually very curious. I'm probably gonna go back in the labs later after we finish this cast, and I want to see how that Scholar weapon looks like. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, me
never
too.
seen it before.
I've never seen it either as well too. So interesting to see. I mean, Scholar played very, very well. I've never really seen that before. Like,
super reliable, especially in this uncapped tournament.
hard to definitely lock down. That's for sure. Hard to definitely lock down.
Okay, and with that, I just want to thank everyone on the production side of things. We have our wonderful production team in the office here, making sure that everything is going smoothly. We had a wonderful broadcast thanks to them. So I want to extend my thanks to GM Dennis and the team back there, just holding it down for us. Of course, I want to thank the GM and CM team from Console. You guys made this all happen for us. We have our team out in the HQ overseas in Asia right now, just
Korea,
locking things down for us, making sure that the show is going smoothly, make sure all the participants are being able to come into the match and have the match go on successfully without a hitch. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
And last I would like to thank everyone who came out to watch the games today with us, whether you're a participant or just a spectator. It's kind of late at night for people in the West, but of course, if you're an Asian adventurer out there and just out here enjoying the match with us, I want to thank you as well.
Thank you for coming.
It was a blast.
Supporting your team as well too. Don't forget about that.
Okay, and with that, let's go ahead and hop into one little last bit. We want to leave the stream with a gift for everyone. We did reveal our first gift today in the NA stream. If you guys didn't catch it yet, it's going to be a coupon code, if we can throw that up on the stream for everyone to see. It's going to be a nice little gift from us. We don't always have these tournaments come by too often, so when we do, we want to leave you a little parting gift as well. This coupon code is going to be Black Desert Arsha, and don't forget to use this. It's going to be usable in all regions. So you could pop in this code, and don't forget to check out the NA stream from earlier in the day today to see the NA code that was also released at sometime in that stream. I'm not going to say when it was also released, but these codes are universal. So you can use that code, you can use this code, collect all the rewards. And you must be wondering what is going to be inside this coupon code. So let me just let you know what we got here for today. We're going to have a combat and skill EXP scroll, 300%. You're going to get 3 of those. We're going to have 3 loot scrolls in there, so you guys can get that grind on. And 1 Supreme Old Moon scroll. So just really, really boosted loot for that 1 hour. Maybe you can get some treasure pieces locked down.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and of course, we can't have an event without our sweet, sweet Cron Stones. God, we love those little blue cookies.
I eat them all the time, every day.
Yes. So we're going to have 100 Cron Stones to top off this coupon. And yeah, just don't forget to use this coupon alongside the NA one. And maybe, who knows, there might be an EU coupon being shared tomorrow as well. You're going to have to find out on the stream. I think with that, that's going to be it for us. Ash, do you have any closing thoughts to share with the audience? Or I guess, we're just going to wrap things up.
Like I said, we have EU stream coming up tomorrow. I believe that's like 7 a.m.-ish PST, but it's like 15:30 UTC. And I'm looking forward to seeing the EU people as well to play. I know there's some shies out there that are looking to see if there's going to be a Arsha skin for them. There are some shies left, I believe, in the matchup, so we will see that as well too. Yeah,
I'm really curious to see what the shies do, because so far in both the NA and Asia regions, we haven't seen a shy team in the round of 8.
We could have had one in NA, but unfortunately they had like an issue with their network and couldn't get back into the game. They got disqualified, sadly. I was hoping it can do it, but unfortunately it wasn't. But we'll
see what happens. We're real excited for our EU bracket as well. So if you have time to come watch the stream, definitely come join us. It's going to be a fun time.
Oh, definitely. Amazing to see. I'm looking forward to more fights and more tournaments in the future.
Yeah, of course. And with that, I think we're the closings off here and let you guys all go. Thanks for spending some time with us, and hopefully we'll have more events like this in the future. I know that everyone in the community has been dying for like a PvP event. Hopefully not literally, but it's been one of those things that I know that a lot of people in the community have been asking for. So
they're trying to get our best to get more of them out there.
Yeah. So I think this is a great experience that we've had with everyone, and I hope everyone enjoyed watching these fights.
Yeah, I hope so.
And with that, I think we're gonna close things off and send y'all on your merry way.
Yep.
So once again, this has been
Great Time in Arsha. This is GM Ash here.
And CM Vaha, and we're gonna sign off.
Take it easy, guys.